Good evening everyone, how is it going today? Neblion, Gossek, Koro, PK, Sufferance, hope you're all having a wonderful day. We are back again. Something a little bit different today. We are on our NA account now because we have basically drained all the very sort of easy ways of making gold on our EU account. And one thing that has been somewhat on our list to take care of is actually doing some map completion, because we have a whole bunch of legendary starter kits that are kind of just sort of sitting there. And if we are able to convert those into some legendaries, I think, yeah, we should be able to, especially with the World vs. World Rush coming up, we will be able to create quite a few legendaries. Depending on how we go, we can at least create 2 of them, because a single round of Quarteria map completion will let us convert 2 of our starter kits into actual legendaries, which we can then promptly sell. But depending on how quick we are with our map completion, we may actually be able to do even more. And we'll see as well what our spirit shard situation is looking like on this account, because one thing that is really good about our NA account is the fact it actually does have quite a few spirit shards, because I converted every single fractal relic I had into spirit shards a few months ago. So that is going to be very nice. So yeah, we are basically cycling through the maps. This character has 41% map completion, so it is actually, you know, well, it's not mostly done at all, but it is more done than any other character on this account. So I hate this heart quest. This one's super annoying. So there's like literally no fires. Gotta go feed chimkins. Gotta go feed bulls. Maragon, how is it going? I hope you're having a great day. And how was the rest of your stream last night, mate? Glad we got the chance to raid on out to you. Do we have chicken feed? Give us chicken feed, please. Yeah, this heart quest in particular can take a little bit. That's right, we've got our paths. We should be good. I'll keep an eye out for when any more Hirathi spawn out there. Post a message, let's cleave that down. Don't know if that actually does anything for us, but let's pretend that it does.
Did I say 50? I meant 100. Balthasars, prepare yourselves.
Okay, we have to... Oh, we can spar against them. Let's do that. And just instantly gone. We are rocking Power Vindicator here with Stamina Sigil. So then we should be able to honestly kind of just delete everything from open world, at least in Quarteria anyway. Now, so I want us to kill Hirathi out here. Will that also do it? I actually don't think it does, because I always get annoyed at this heart quest. Oh no, it actually does. Maybe me getting annoyed at it was a little bit premature. That is fine. And who knows, if we can get very lucky with some Black Lion key drops as well, then who knows, we may actually be able to get something worth it from the Black Lion chest. I doubt it, knowing our luck. I've never had great luck with Black Lion chests. Let's go down here. That was pretty good. We got all strike CMs, got the accidental KO CM title. Hell yeah. Went for the Anka CM title as well. Then you bought 17 script boxes and got absolutely scanned with dropping 0 glacial shards. Oh no, so sorry to hear that. But I'm glad it was a good stream nonetheless. But yeah, I think tonight it's actually going to be, we're going to see how much map completion we can get done on our NA account. I feel as though like 2 streams of map completion, we should be able to finish it off, because yeah, we're 40% done. So that's good. And yeah, the world record for map completion is like 4 hours. Well, I think 5 hours or something. So yeah, we're not going to be approaching that by any stretch, but I feel like 2 streams of map completion, we can get that done. Then that's 2 legendaries, which we can then sell. But then we need to do some WoW to get ourselves some gifts of battle. But I think at that point, we should be good. Time to change the luck right now? Yes. I had a vision, just like shower thoughts last night, of like dropping the permanent crafting station from the Black Lion chest. And if I do that, like that literally solves all our gold making issues for now. Honestly, not even that long, for a little bit at least. It will at least let us finish off our remaining underwater sigils.
Right on target.
Just go nuke all these.
It's my turn.
Nothing can bring me down.
Messed with the wrong thing.
Vindicator in open world is fantastic. Oh, it's so fun. That will never not be outrageously fun. It's got easy gold per hour. Honestly, like doing map completion with once you have the legendary starter kits in tow, it's actually pretty insane gold per hour. Mind you of Dragoon on steroids from FF14. I have heard the Dragoon reference for Power of Indy before, and yeah, in open world it is definitely like that.
I have returned to fight at your side.
And it's gone. Nice. So we're on 7 of 11. Perfect. Let's go waddle through here. Don't know why. I did like most of map completion in this area except the heart, so that's interesting. What's the starter class for that elite spec? It's Revenant. Have to be very careful not to block though. Be very careful not to interrupt some of your skills with the dodge. Let's swap that. Oh, you do legendaries for gold as well. You just really hate core map comps. So you only do Gen 3 for sale. Yeah, if you're doing it without any of the starter kits, doing the Gen 3 ones because the map completion requirements are much less. It's not a bad shout, but because we've got so many of the legendary weapon starter kits,
Right on target.
we'd kind of be silly to not take advantage of them. Then honestly, having like Corteria map completion on a bunch of characters is not the worst thing. It's actually quite nice. Plus, we do have the chance for some Black Lion drops as well, if Fortune is on our side. Not saying it will be, but there's always that chance. Okay, now I've got to waddle up that way. Some heart quests there. And missing a few. What are you doing there? Oh, that's why it's a bit dark. I don't have the lights behind me on. There we go. Less clovers for Gen 3 as well, definitely, yeah. That is very, very true. But this account basically has everything it needs, like has all the clovers. I picked them up from various weekly converters and the Wizard's Vault, a few seasons of that as well. Kind of weird you can't buy those starter kits for Gen 1 legendaries if you don't have Janthir Wilds on your account. Yeah, that is really interesting. I love the build where on kill you get filled energy and you just dodge from add to add permanently. Oh, it's so good.
Nothing can bring me down.
Wow.
Might makes me right.
It's outrageously fun. Plus the mobility on Vindicator, Revenant in general, especially with Shiro, Greatsword, and Nomad's Advance, is actually pretty good.
Finishing price.
That one one's done.
I need a moment. Nothing can bring me down.
Look at us go. Come here. There we go. Almost done.
Might makes me right.
Get some quickness there as well. And that one's done. Sky scale our way down here. So I think it's, yeah, it's down this way. Yoink that, don't need it. I think we're also rocking Dragon's Breath buns as well, so we get 200 power for 30 seconds on kill. And some extra ferocity as well, which is pretty sweet, and our regular just like power food. So we're actually pretty cracked right now. Yeah, and our cold is sort of, well, it's come out in mostly full force. I kind of feel like cold overall hasn't actually been that bad this time around. It's nothing compared to what Jess and I got when we came back from Melbourne last year. That, whatever we got there, that laid us out for 3 weeks. That was shocking. This is more of a just minor inconvenience, which is good. Because yeah, it's sort of gone to our head a bit today. Throat's a bit sore, coughing a little bit of a runny nose, but honestly it's about a 4 out of 10 in terms of cold severity. Compared to the other cold, that was definitely a 10 out of 10 cold. That would, whew, that was bad. Let's check here. You playing on EU? No, we're on NA now. So our NA account is, what's the account we haven't actually made a lot of legendaries on, because it is mostly full legendary, so it has access to a lot more spirit shards.
Might makes me right.
Done. Got 98%. Right. Out this way. And looking at this, this should be the last thing we need for map comp in this area. Job done. No black lion key, unfortunately. Let's just find a spot where we're not going to get in combat. Okay, next area that needs to be done. Honestly, like Queensdale is a pretty good shout. Might as well just follow this map comp route. Would recommend parking the map completion character in Wizard's Tower. Again, the 6-hour XP buff from the EOD heart for maximum spirit shards. That is a really, really good idea. 100% I will try and keep that in mind. So we should... Oh. So we're going to double back to that one. So we've done everything there. So it's going to want to tell us to go here now. It's a bit annoying when you've done map completion, or done some map completion. If I just keep, can I just keep blasting weapon swap? Yeah, just keep blasting weapon swap. Entertain the cow. Job done. Done. Have we done... Haven't done this one.
Good morning, smiley face.
Moab, thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate that. Enjoy, no more ads, and your wonderful ad emotes, mate. Thank you.
Might makes me right.
Just gotta go inspect the crawfish traps, I guess. Cool, I don't actually need to generally interact with anything. Oh, nice. That did a huge amount. Done. Young Harpy morale.
Charge through!
Oh, so good. Even our stun break's just going to kill everything at this level.
Might makes me right. Fury is mine.
Get out of combat and up we go. Sky Scale putting in work. Should be able to griffin the rest of the way through here. Nice. Oh, ran to a tree. All our speed is gone. Gone. Gone.
Charge through!
Ooh, orchard spiders. Nice. Kill literally everything. You can't help but be hyped for this upcoming set of what appears to be elite specs. I know, me too. Elite specs are some of my favourite content in all of Guild Wars 2, so getting more of them I am super happy with. And yeah, they definitely do seem like elite specs. I'd be very surprised if they weren't at this stage, especially because with how ANET has been announced, it's very elite spec coded, so I feel like they would get a huge amount of backlash if it wasn't elite specs, if it wasn't just some other feature, and I feel like they're aware of that.
You got me.
Fury is mine.
You got me.
And cool, that's now nuked.
Another place to roam.
Oh, we just got a whole bunch of these things to kill here. Let's nuke them. Gone. Can I just like not kill them? Let's try. Like, I think it does actually give us credit. Amazing. Stun break literally kills them. Imagine them giving us class fantasy tropes we've been wanting for ages, like Ritual Spectral Rev or proper Minimancer Necro. That would be really fun. Cool, that's done, and Control V. Shaymore Waypoint. But I'm super hyped for what presumably will be elite specs. It will create a bit of a balancing nightmare for them, but let's just trust that they can manage it. Done everything here. We've done that heart. Let's sky scale up here. What game is this? We're playing Guild Wars 2 now. Good morning, boring guy. What is up? So we've successfully cleared that area. We've done that heart. But right now we're doing core game map completion because we want to make some more legendaries on this account so we can sell them for profit. So we've been putting off doing this for a while, and it also works out quite well because I am a bit sick today. So this is exactly the kind of content that we can blast through no matter the state of our health. Cool, so that's done. Can we... Okay, we can just bop up there. Nice. Grab. Roller beetle. Bye, friendo.
Time for more sauce? Earth eat your family.
Oh, that's gone. I usually sick after map comp. Fortunately, I do find it quite relaxing. What map pack is this? We are using Lady Ellis's Guides and their map completion set here. It's my personal favorite set of pathing packs for map completion. It's, I think, quicker than Tekkett's, and I find it's got more useful information. It's not as fast or as optimized as Tez Trails. So Tez Trails is there for absolute speed, but it also assumes that you have bought a bunch of stuff from the trading post to complete some hearts, whereas this I don't think does. This is much more just relaxed, I think, while still being quite efficient. It's a very easy pack to follow. So I do rate this one quite highly. Okay, so this one, interact, stand in yellow circle, and face this drill sergeant and don't target. Okay. So you just little tricks like this to insta-complete some of these hearts.
Way too slow. Try attacking me as I lower my guard.
Take aim. Hold. Hold. Fire. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's keep at it. Take aim. Hold.
But then not give us credit. What are you doing there, Addy? He's got a bed right next to her, but no, has to stay on the lounge.
Fire.
There we go. That actually did it.
Not bad at all. Let's keep at it.
This one is slowing down a little bit, but that's okay. Sven, thank you so much for the sub, mate. I really appreciate that.
Try attacking
Thank you.
as I lower my guard.
Ah.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's keep at it.
Okay, should just be one more.
Remember, don't release your shot until you pick up
Nice.
the sword if you want to train.
Job done. It's good. That one is always a bit more annoying. Yes, thank you for using your Prime sub. You're an absolute legend. And we've done this heart. That's good. So we've done most hearts in this area. Parts do definitely add on a huge chunk of time. On the home stretch, get VIP as well? Hell yeah. That is fantastic. Then we're going to have to find out what to do with your points from there. Are you on NA? Yes, I'm on NA right now. Also, I might actually just change this. I think we can actually do our full Radiant set as well. Let's do that. Yeah, full Radiant. Full Glowy. And thank you, I'm Karma, for the follow. Full Glowy, and let's, just for like absolute taste, we've literally only got one die set on this, so we're going to put Permafrost on it. There we go. I don't care about the event timers. Could add redeem for a chair stream. Do need other redeems as well. Let's just go down this way.
Might makes me right.
I think killing Skelk doesn't do anything here. No. And that does a bit. This one does also take a while.
I can feel your rage.
Gotta destroy portals. About halfway through Well of Ascension now. Feels a bit slow compared to Final Empire. I definitely agree. The second book in the Mistborn series, it does feel a bit slower. It does pay off at the end though, as does... It's the third book? Hero of Ages. But yeah, I think the first Mistborn book is just impeccably paced. Because I think the second book, it definitely relies on the fact that you are now more invested in these characters. God Lost Swamp map completion if the meta event isn't up kinda sucks. See, look at all this progress that we have not made. Can't even do anything there. See, that's kinda everything there. So we're just going to have to loop back around and find more stuff. What are you map completing for? Just purely so I can craft some legendaries from the legendary starter kit on my NA account and then sell them. Oh, when the meta event isn't up, this one's terrible. Shit, I have basically exhausted all of the easy ways for me to make gold on my EU account, so this is going to be about the quickest way that I can comfortably make gold. And plus, honestly, it will be good to, I don't know, maybe get some Black Lion keys. I haven't had any for quite a while.
Bring me down.
Lots of shades here. It's a good little spot. Ooh, a bunch of NPCs. Nice.
Fury is mine.
Yeah, reviving NPCs. Good times. Good, that actually does give us some credit. This is one of my least favourite hearts in the game, because it takes absolute yonks to complete. A few weeks ago, sold the Gen 1 spear for 600 mystic coins, which is sold for 1200 gold. I need to put in 200 gold to make it. Nice. That's going to be about the same situation I'll be in as well with whatever legendary I make. I'll probably make like Incinerator or something. Crafting legendaries for giveaway, she had exactly that. They put the profits towards making Aurochs. Brilliant. Let's jump up here.
Might makes me right.
Once the legendary journey is complete, though, we're going to have a whole bunch of gold that we can free up for other pursuits. Oh, that one just doesn't do anything.
Nothing can bring me down.
Should I go double check my claims are totally not fake VODs? Yeah, you've got AI Josh saying all manner of horrendous things. Okay, it's getting there. Some Ataxes here. That's exciting. Why don't the putrid skeleton count? You can also just fix this heart by just making all the putrid skeleton actually count. That Nomad's Advance actually does a fair amount of damage. 473 versus... Oh yeah, it's like double damage of Scavenger's Burst. What game is this? This is Guild Wars 2. Okay, we're almost done with this heart. I want to bop that one though. Hooray! Almost there. Cool, that one's finally done. As a long heart quest. Cool, so we've got to waddle up this way. We're playing Guild Wars 2.
Charge through!
And good, there hasn't been anyone in this area. So we've got to kill Tamini. Hey Rainmaker, thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Some more Tamini out here. What class is this? We are playing Vindicator right now. Power Vindicator. And Cross Jones, thank you for the follow. In terms of finding convergences, honestly, they're going to be hard to sort of find groups for. Your best bet's probably actually taking time to set up a group yourself. Later on, this Wednesday, we're going to be running the convergences during our stream time on NA, because we have some peeps in our regular raid group who... right, there we go. To be a big hit, yep. Who need them, so we'll be doing them then.
That's all I
But they're not going to be... Convergent CMs just aren't going to be run like frequently. That's not uncommon. Where do I turn on this path to the quest? You know it's Blish Hut. So make sure you go to the pathing section and download the Lady Ellis's guides, and it's the map completion section. It's my personal favourite of the... yes, my personal favourite of the pathing packs. Okay, anything else out here? I might need to go kill some more Tamini. That one does also take a bit. I should have respawned. Should have. There's one down there, but I want to go where there's a lot. Like over here.
Might makes me right.
That. And fortunately, most of the convergent CMs, they're actually very easy to get silver on. Getting gold's a bit more difficult. The main thing is going to be splitting people into 10 groups of 5, so just put people in, you know, subgroups of 5 as you would typically do with in-game content. And if you just pull up, hang on, I'll find it. Guild Wars 2 Janthea convergences. Let's find it. All right. Interactive map, objective. Okay, there we go. So basically, assign 2 of the groups to that's west, that's northwest, north, northeast, or maybe just east and then southeast. Just assign them a cardinal direction. Draft up a squad message of like group 1 to 2, go west, group 3 to 4, northwest, group 5 to 6, north, so on and so forth, and just assign them to that, put that in there, and just ping everyone a read squad message, read squad message, and just drag them into groups. Honestly, you don't need to worry that much about boons. It's going to be more around how quickly people can actually do the meta event. It definitely helps as well if you have the squad roles add-on for Arc DPS, because that will allow you to mark people with their quickness or alacrity, and it makes it very easy to keep track. So then you can like drag people like that, but honestly, it's not really that required. And then just tell people to go to those, and then as soon as the events are done, you'll beat the boss and you'll basically get silver. That's the main thing. Because yeah, I went through and I commanded the convergences, and I did not know how the convergences actually worked. I just went, okay, there's events there, I'm just going to send 10 people to each, and they'll figure it out. And it worked. And it was overall quite chill. But yeah, you can always just keep an eye on the LFG, and we will be doing them this coming Wednesday. So don't be afraid of commanding them. Even just a text document, just draft that out. Just even if you want to pre-write it, just so you can just paste it in, and then just ping people, read squad message, read squad message. Yeah, silver's basically free. Yeah, you just need to be there to facilitate the organizing. Oh, you may shout out Fandral. Oh, hell yeah. If he's doing the convergences every Saturday on EU, excellent. Yeah, make sure you keep an eye out for Fandral streams as well. It's just a general good bit of life advice as well, to be honest. Have we done this event? I think we have. Nice. Yeah, good guy Fandral, absolutely. Fandral is absolutely amazing. Have an absolute god tier YouTube channel as well. Oh, cool, that one's done. Speed, thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. Oh, that did not help at all. Oh well, we're going to have to do this. Out of curiosity, if you make 10 squads, I assume you mean subgroups, how many do you make healer? 10 in total, or that's too much? Like, ideally, you'd make 10, so you'd have a quick heal or an alack heal in the subgroup, and then you'd get the corresponding boon DPS. Those actual boss fights, the boss fights for the CMs aren't actually that difficult, so you can probably even get away with, if some groups don't have a healer, you will probably be fine, but typically you'd put one healer in each subgroup. But it's only really because those ones are definitely on the easier side. I think you can get away with less without too much difficulty, and I know because I did it. Anger, what's up? Okay, cool. We have to kill many Tamini in here.
Fury is mine. Nothing can bring me down.
Yeah, Urusiem does not really need dedicated healers. Yeah, I think you can definitely get away with having less, and you're not going to be in too much risk of failing.
Might makes me right. I need a moment.
I think that guy literally had like 1 health.
Right on target.
Cool, that's done. And yeah, you basically only need to stand to the side of Ura and you will be fine. Is Scepter mandatory on Heal of Revenant? You haven't played for 10 years and now you come back as Rev as your main. You enjoy playing support, heal, tank characters. Not strictly required on Heal Herald, because Heal Herald actually pumps out a ton of might, whereas if you're playing Heal Vindicator, and Heal Renegade also pumps out a decent amount of might, it's optimal for it. Herald can get away without it. It's very much needed on Vindicator though. Vindicator struggles for might output, so Scepter really helps with that. And yeah, you can camp staff in terms of healing, but you'll suffer in terms of some boons. So that's where Scepter really comes in. Herald, yeah, you can definitely camp staff, and you can run Mace Shield, because Mace, with its blast finishes and your fire fields, that actually does a fair amount of might. And just bang, bang. Oh, look at her go. I missed that one. Oh, that one's done. Oh, what's your class? I'm playing Power Vindicator, so the Revenant Elite specialization. And Bard, welcome in. Great to see you. Hey, Black Lion Key. Come on, big money. Oh, that's very much not big money. No, it's very sad, actually. that, I guess.
Neither do I.
It's over no dodge to ad-lib with 3%, yep. Peel Herald pumps bust constantly. Is it better to go on the gear stack combo that maximizes healing power?
Have you seen the bugs around?
You'll typically just be running Harriers if you don't want to tank, or Minstrels / Givers if you do want to tank. You heal enough as it is anyway, and you typically want to try and reach as close to 100% boon duration with your healers, because they can give just as much boons as possible. Have you seen how much a lack you can generate for yourself when you use Relic of Rivers on Vindy? Especially when taking the middle Grandmaster trait. Oh yeah, you can do like a lot actually. And also we can even try that just for a bit of a change of pace. It will lower our burst damage a bit. But as a rule of thumb for healers, just run Harriers if you don't want to tank. Givers and Givers or Minstrels, or honestly you could even do a mix. It's largely irrelevant if you do want to tank. Okay, so that one is now done. Oh, we haven't even been to Keswick's Hills. Let's do it. Fresh map. That's good. Now's a good chance as well for us to take a break to go stretch our legs. Oh, Addie's actually on her bed. I'll adjust that. There we go. This only works in combat though. Yeah, that's true. But awesome. We'll be back in a minute. If you're feeling daunted by the thought of sticking your hand up to be the healer because you don't feel up to that responsibility, then I've got the build for you. Heal Scourge, in my opinion, is one of the top 3 healers in Guild Wars 2, and it happens to be one of the simplest to play. So let's dive in with what is one of the hardest carrying heal builds in Guild Wars 2, and also one of the simplest to play. Heal Scourge is by far the best healing build that Necromancer has access to, and it's also one of my go-to builds when I'm looking to hard carry in raids and really just ensure that bosses are getting cleared no matter what. Where a lot of healers in Guild Wars 2 are focused on providing direct healing when people take damage, Heal Scourge does it a little bit differently. Here instead you're going to focus on providing a bunch of preemptive healing with barrier, as well as the ability to revive allies from downstate insanely quickly. Like I mentioned before, it's also a build that's very simple to get up and running, and with very minimal knowledge of how the build works, you can get into raids, start healing, and know you're going to at least be doing a halfway decent job. Not only do we have incredible barrier access, we also have access to low cooldown Aegis so we completely mitigate certain attacks, as well as pretty good access to stability as well. Not as good as things like Chronomancer or Heal Firebrand, but we have a workable amount of stability. Another great thing about Heal Scourge is the fact that you can really customize this to suit whatever encounter you want. Most of the value on Heal Scourge actually comes from your Shroud skills, which really leaves your utility skills and your weapons up for grabs so you can customize them to whatever you want. Your weapons and utility skills, while important, aren't critical at all for how Heal Scourge functions. So this means that you can customize basically everything to your preference and playstyle, or slot in different skills depending on the encounter. So you've got a lot of different toys to play with here. Now the main mechanic for Scourge is that instead of having your second health bar in Death Shroud, it's now getting converted to Desert Shroud. So you don't get the second health bar, but you instead get permanent access to your Shroud skills, whether you are in or outside of Shroud. Now your first Shroud skill, Manifest Sandshade, for you as a Heal Scourge is going to deal a little bit of damage, it's going to apply barrier to you and allies, inflict conditions, and it's going to have an important interaction with a few traits to make sure you take reduced damage and have increased boon duration. So generally, if you are playing Heal Scourge, you want to have at least one shade up at all times. Very important. You can also spread them out around the group as well. Quite often on Scourge, a lot of the boons that you apply are applied around you or your shades. So you can be strategic about your shade placement to get the most boon coverage on your team. Super handy. Nefarious Favor is a very low cooldown condition cleanse on your team, because whenever you pop this, one of their conditions is going to be converted to a boon, and this is on just over a 4-second cooldown, which is insanely short. One of the things about Heal Scourge is that you actually have a huge amount of condition cleanse baked into your build for free, so lean into that on condition heavy encounters. Sand Cascade is really just going to apply barrier to you and your team, which is going to be very important in your alacrity application later, the main point of Heal Scourge. Garish Pillar is going to fear targets around you and your shades, and through interactions with some of your traits, it's actually going to be a huge amount of passive healing as well. So whenever you activate Shroud 4, which in this case is Garish Pillar, you're going to heal around you and your shades. This is actually a very big source of your sustained healing, so you can typically blast this off cooldown to have that really high level of sustained healing, or you can try and save it as well, particularly if you need to revive your allies or if you need to recover from a big hit. Now, Sandstorm Shroud is sort of your equivalent of entering Death Shroud that you would normally have a Necromancer. You still have access to all your skills, so there's no change there, but it's going to provide you a ton of barrier as well as protection, and that barrier, because of your traits, is going to get turned into alacrity. So the more barrier you apply, the more boons you're going to apply, the more damage you can mitigate. Barrier makes everything work on Heal Scourge. It's the most important mechanic on it. Your choices in terms of gear stats are really between Harriers, Givers, and Minstrels. Harriers is going to be a choice if you want to max out your boon duration and don't want to tank in raids, because with this set you'll be running no extra toughness. Givers is very similar to Harriers, except it swaps out the power for toughness, and this is going to give you the maximum possible toughness if you really want to ensure that you will be tanking. This will also give you a huge amount of survivability, especially on power damage focused fights because of that toughness. And Minstrel's gear is going to throw in some extra vitality for good measure, which is probably going to increase your overall survivability a bit more, especially on condition damage focused fights, because you have that extra vitality to eat up those conditions at the cost of running less boon duration. Now, Heal Scourge quite easily overcaps on boons, so this lower amount of boon duration isn't a particularly big issue, especially once you get some Sandshades up. You're going to jump up to 72% boon duration, so about an extra 15% boon duration, and you easily overcap on boons here. However, if you are running a Minstrel set of gear, you might want to add in a Sigil of Concentration to your weapons just to bring your boon duration up a bit. Personally, I'm quite happy to tank in raids. I'll generally be running around with a set of Giver's gear. However, if someone else wants to tank, then I'll usually just swap out a few pieces of Giver's gear for Harriers to make sure that they tank, or in the worst case, swap everything out for Harriers. It's going to be fine either way. Key point is, it's fairly flexible in terms of what gear you want to run. Just make sure you're getting a good amount of boon duration and keep an eye on your toughness for different raid encounters. For our rune, we're going to be running Rune of the Monk for the extra healing and boon duration. It's a very standard rune for basically every healing build out there. And for our sigils, our typical loadout is going to be the Sigil of Transference for an extra 10% healing to allies, as well as the Sigil of Water just for a bit of extra healing around us. One of the weaknesses on Scourge is that it doesn't typically offer a huge amount of burst healing compared to other healers. There's a lot of really good sustained healing and barrier application, not to mention the revive potential, but its burst healing's a little bit on the lower side compared to other healers. So Sigil of Water helps with that a little bit. For some alternatives, you can run Sigil of Concentration for some extra boon duration, especially useful if you're running Minstrel's gear, and Sigil of Paralyzation is great if you need extra break bar damage. So again, you can freely customize these depending on what you need for an encounter, but Transference and Water is going to be a very safe bet. In terms of our relics, we also have some options, but our standard one is going to be Relic of the Flock, which is going to give you extra barrier to yourself and nearby allies after you use a heal skill, and it will make it so any excess healing from this healing skill is going to be converted to barrier. More barrier just means more damage mitigation, so this is a good thing overall. Another useful relic is going to be Relic of the Midnight King, which will allow you to grant Might and Fury to nearby allies whenever you disable an enemy, so whenever you apply any CC. This is very useful because it does allow you to ramp your might up even quicker at the start of encounters, and it also means that if you are running Relic of the Midnight King, you don't need to run Desiccate in order to provide Fury to your group. Now, Fury is a very common boon, so even if you aren't running Desiccate, you're probably going to be okay. Your group's probably going to have Fury, but this just gives you another source of it, which for you as a healer and alacrity provider and just a boon provider in general, more boons is always a good thing. Relic of the Mercy is really going to let you lean into the RP of being a heal scourge, and will allow you to revive your allies faster and give them more health when you revive them. So you get to revive them 20% faster, and they will rise with 30% more health. This can be very useful if you know your squad is going to be going down a lot, especially if you're in a less experienced group. This does mean that you can sort of hard carry that little bit more. So a good option to have. Personally though, I'm typically running around with Relic of the Flock, although I do really have a soft spot for Relic of the Midnight King as well. For our food and utility, we're just going to be taking the standard bowl of fruit salad with mint garnish, your usual heal food, as well as bountiful maintenance oil, which actually offers a huge increase in your outgoing healing, so don't sleep on this as a healer. Now for weapons, like I mentioned before, we have a lot of flexibility in terms of what you bring, but the standard loadout is going to be dagger, torch, as well as pistol and warhorn. Dagger is going to be there for the life force generation, whereas torch, pistol, and warhorn are there for a bit of extra CC and utility. The more life force you have, it means the more you can spam your shroud skills, so more life force, universally a good thing. And once we get to the traits, we'll see even more how we're going to lean into just truly absurd amounts of life force generation. Now our dagger auto attack is simply going to deal damage and grant life force on the second and third hits. Life Siphon is going to do damage to your target. It's going to heal you more. Welcome back, everyone. Afaro, what's up? It's good to see you. Demas to Guild Wars 2 still have many players. Yes, still has quite a few players, honestly. Let's go over here, actually. We'll start over at this waypoint. BS, how are you going? And Bard, welcome in. Should you get Shortbow, Mace, Shield, or Hammer next? All three usable on multiple characters. What are your thoughts? If you play a lot of healers, Shield's a very good shout. It really depends on what classes you play. I'd probably go Shortbow or Shield. I think that's probably the best bet. But yeah, it really very much depends on what classes you play. Okay, so let's go down this way. Oh, we actually have an event here. Nice. Event. We'll watch a camp. Oh, currently playing as Mechanist NG. Like they're all good. Hammer for Scrapper is also fantastic. I'd probably say... I'd probably even still say Shortbow and Shield, but there's no bad choices there, honestly.
I'll be alright.
If you want to play again, do you have to buy the latest expansion? Not necessarily. I mean, it's a good idea to buy the latest expansions, but you can still play without the latest expansion because the way Guild Wars 2 is structured, like, all the content is relevant. So yeah, people still play the old content just as much as they do the new stuff. Heal like is either Shortbow and Mace Shield, yeah, so heal like Mech, Shortbow, Mace Shield, any like power build will really want to run Scrapper. So yeah, it depends. Make a dreamer to annoy your friends. Yeah, that's always one way to do it. Oh, we should eat some more food. And perfect, we should be done after this. Definitely not going to bother with that that event over there.
Might makes me right.
What line is it? It's an add-on? Yes, this is a pathing module within Blish HUD, which I have a guide on how to install Blish HUD over on my YouTube channel. And it's the Lady Ellis's Guides pack. There's probably going to be a few here. There we go. Done.
Nothing can bring me down.
Guild Wars 2 is playable for you again. Hell yeah, that's great to hear. Oh yeah, do quip, double quip for condition damage is great. That. Oh, big drift. Big drift. It worked. Well, I'm glad to hear you're able to get that sorted.
Nothing. Defense, then offense. Might makes me right. Fight me!
Air purifier. Can I just do some Seraph badges? How many do we have? 2, let's get 18. It's good, it still gives us the option if we don't want to actually buy things from the TP. At this rate, it would almost be quicker for us to do the heart and it wouldn't cost me a gold. There we go. And trading post over here. Out we go. Done. Althea, what's up? It's so good to see you. The Grey Hoof. I don't care about the actual event itself. Good thing is there isn't actually that much difference between the Sky Scale and the Warclaw. And we're playing Guild Wars 2 right now. Grab that waypoint. Nice. What are your thoughts on new specs that are coming out so far? I mean, I'm very excited to see what the new specs are. Elite specs are some of my favourite content in the game, so you know, more elite specs for me I'm just very happy with. Oh, you definitely should get this for map completion. It speeds things up drastically. I don't know, I kind of feel like the latest one that's got the cards as the icon, I can see that being very much a beef elite spec. Cool, grab that. Disarm spike traps. Oh, kill centaurs. And I did see your message there, Idris. We're playing Guild Wars 2. What weapons do you think the gamers might be using? No, I could almost see focus.
Might makes me right.
In typical red, how are you going? It's so good to see you. Where's that path taking us? Okay, we'll be hitting up that way later. Suspicious bush.
I see.
Interior is a beautiful place if you hate centaurs and spiders, like 90% of the enemies. True.
Might makes me right.
Grab that.
Charge through!
Screen does get a bit cluttery at points, but it's fine. Job done. Let's go through there. I don't actually care about that event. Don't focus main hand for Necro so you can dual wield Binding of Ipos. That would be fantastic. We've got an event going on over here, actually. Let's try and hit that up.
Nothing can bring me down.
And we're playing Guild Wars 2. Welcome in, Checker. We'll have a vista up this way. Spike trap. And we've got some more Hurathi there for us to kill.
Might makes me right. Not enough energy.
Cool, that one's done. Make sure I haven't missed anything back there. Doesn't look like I have. Very good. Onwards and upwards. Another one of the more tedious events taken care of. I definitely am missing the burst damage now that we swapped out Death Drop for whatever trait we have. This one. Vassals of the Empire. The damage drop has been quite significant.
It's my turn.
Nothing can bring
Right on target.
Damn, everything just got kind of deleted from here. Just one more. Even just killing this single one here will do it. Job done. Sure, I didn't get in combat there. Nice. Just little hop. Can we griffin through the door? We can. Not the smoothest entry I've ever done, but it works. Don't think I need to kill anything else here. I do need to do this.
might makes me nothing can bring me down.
And cool, that one's done. Onwards we go. Big drift around that corner. Did we get it? No, not really. That was a bit meh. Just blitz through. Pick up. Interact. Nope, is that it? Nope, it's this one. Go drink the meat.
I am such a waste. Perhaps I can reanimate them. Go collect their remains. I'll see what I can do.
Well, I might change this.
I have given your deaths value.
Strategic mute. Nice. Everything else there looks fine. Let's go wardrobe. I'm going to change this to Jawmag's Bite.
Stop hiding in your cave and
There we
face
go.
what is left of the lives you have taken.
We got that skin. We're going to use that skin. We'll skip past that group event there, because those ones can be particularly cursed if you're not on a proper open world build. Go on 42% for this map. That is pretty good. We'll see how many maps we can blast through tonight. I think it'll be this, then another map completion stream, and then we'll be done. Oh, what's up, Gort? There we go. Bounce drastically speed up Corteria map comp. Be a nice project to get map completion on every single one of our characters across all our accounts. Can we land directly on it? Not quite. Almost though. Has map completion fun things? Don't mind me asking. Great question. We are going to use the Gift of Exploration to craft some legendaries that we got components for. Oh no! From the legendary starter kit from the Wizard's Vault. So we have, I think, about 5 of them sitting in our bank that are yet to be used. So every single one of those legendary starter kits you get, it's worth about 600 gold in terms of components. But to actually get value from it, you need to craft a legendary. So we are blasting through map completion, especially with the World versus World Rush coming up in a few weeks. We'll be able to get a lot of Gifts of Battle as well. So actually, in our case, doing map completion is insanely good gold per hour. Because effectively through this, and doing a little bit of World vs. World, we'll be able to craft 2 legendaries. That's going to be about 3,000 gold. Oh, like 100% you should always buy those kits. They are insanely valuable. Aren't you limited by coins, clovers? You always am. On this account, I have gotten enough clovers through the Wizard's Vault and a few weekly conversions. I'm effectively done in terms of clovers for one, and then once we do one legendary, we can use the gold from that to fund the creation of the next one. And at the end of the day, if you have spirit shards, clovers are really just a question of gold, because you just buy the components, and we'll have plenty of gold once we sell the first legendary. Cool, so that's all done. Does Rev have any projectiles that would be visible with Nevermore equipped? I don't think it's typically going to have any projectiles because staff is a melee weapon. You might get some on-kill effects if you're lucky. But honestly, because I'm typically not killing a bunch of stuff with staff because it's a heal weapon, I haven't actually checked. Nevermore is a fantastic staff skin though. It's my personal favourite. And yeah, that is the Lady Elsa's Guide sort of pathing pack within Blishhud. Need to actually equip. Can I get out of combat, please? Yeah, there we go.
Change ranks.
Slaughter the enemy!
Very nice. Gotta swap some of these skills around when I get a chance. That one goes there, that goes there. Skills are always in a particular order that I like. We've got a few here to kill. Nice. One more shrimp trap, that should take care of it. Nice, it does. It does such a thing. Just paste that to chat. Back we go.
Fury is mine.
Let's just do this event here.
Nothing can bring me down.
I can feel your rage.
Cool, that one's done.
Might makes me right.
Revive these ones. Okay, more rabbit bait points. Right on target. What we got there? Rift barrier. Will that give us progress? Or catch brand crystals, and I don't really care about that. So that's not going to give us progress. One more revive should take care of it. Need to get legendary shield and staff, but you're playing a super long game of waiting like half a year and the game from next to starter kits. Even if it's not in the current starter kit, it's actually not a bad idea to use the stuff in the starter kit, particularly the Gift of Might and the Gift of Magic. That's honestly where basically all the value is from the starter kit. Just use that to craft a different legendary. It's actually the way to make the most profit. Because the prices of the legendaries that end up in the starter kit naturally are lower because there's a higher supply of them. So it's actually more profitable typically to use the starter kit to craft a legendary that's not in it. And we're playing Guild Wars 2 and we're playing the Vindicator Elite spec. Instantly gone.
Might makes me right.
Oh, didn't want to do that. Job done.
Did you hear that? Sounded like a centaur shot.
Right on the thing. There we go. Overlook Haven. No, that's not telling us to go there, actually. We can now Griffin. Nice. Not bad griffining. Got to do skimmer stuff here though. How many crab meats? 34 crab meats. I am quite happy to buy some crab meat. Please don't be too expensive. Ugh. I mean, yep, just don't think, only do. Will I pay 2.5 gold to instantly complete a heart? Like, apparently the answer's yes. Do I have any self-control? No. None whatsoever. Not even a split second of thought went into whether or not that was a wise purchase. You can dive the skimmer. Yeah, it's an upgrade you can get for the skimmer once you do the Path of Fire story, I believe. It's a little sort of like quest chain. So yeah, you can dive with it and it's fantastic. Makes underwater combat just so much better. Yeah, if you just like Google underwater skimmer, it'll probably point you in the right direction of, you know, the quests that you need to do to get it pumping. But yeah, 100% it is worth it. It's so good. There you go, thank you for the follow. Oh, someone already set fire to all the things here. I think they have. Yep, they have. Right, well, we've got a bit of time to make up here. So this one isn't actually too bad to complete.
Fury is mine.
I'll grab that kill, thank you.
Makes me right.
Up we go. You're very happy with how your journey towards legendaries is progressing. That is great to hear. And yeah, once you start getting legendaries, it's very hard to stop. You start to realize the sheer quality of life that you get from having them. I don't regret a single legendary that I've made, and I'm even making underwater legendary sigils right now. I am so legendary pilled, you can't stop me. Now we'll go on to Springer just to regen some endurance. The roller beetle has trash endurance regen. Ah! Perfect. Nicola, how's it going? How many hours do you have in the game? About 11,000 across my various accounts. It might even be approaching 12,000 now.
Nothing can bring me down.
Makes me sick.
Cool, that one is done. Let's get past the event. We are not fussed about the event. The event will only slow us down. Well, it's a jackal here. That's fine, we can do that. We also don't get in combat. Oops, stun break.
Nothing can bring me down.
That was a very cheeky knockdown there.
Fury is
I've
mine.
got to actually kill this one here. There we go. to kill many Risen, we can do that.
Nothing can bring me down.
That one probably won't be that much of a problem. Full light and medium armor, everything on the right side, all runes, 4 sigils, missing weapons, staff, shield, focus, and second copy of all main and offhand weapons. You are blasting it. That's a great amount of progress towards legendaries there.
Right on target. I can feel your rage. Good.
Cool, that is now done. I like how this pathing pack will take you through, you know, a very sort of somewhat optimized way of actually completing the hearts as well. Actually shows, hey, here's a good sort of route you can follow, so you can at least, you know, you're likely to get the full progress you need to complete the heart. Cool, we're almost done with this map as well. That's good. From complete zero, this map has taken us, it'll probably be about 40 minutes, which isn't too bad. I think Sigils is one of the longer maps to complete. Oh, this heart quest. Hang on, can we just,
Might makes me right.
cool, job done.
Stinky operating just fine.
I am pig. Okay. Kill Ettins and Grubs. A map comp is a good activity to do with a podcast going in the background. Yeah, it really is. Of course, that's actually the truffle. How much map completion have you done? I mean, on this character, I'm probably at about 45%. But I've done, I think I'm probably around like 14 or so map completions generally that I can remember. It's definitely not my first rodeo when it comes to map completion. Oh, gotta make sure we eat. Actually, where a good chunk of our damage is coming from is that food. You just returned to Guild Wars 2. What are legendary sigils? A great question. Legendary sigils... Well, they're sigils that you can change to... I'll just turn off my pathing pack. But yeah, I've got legendary sigils on these weapons here. And any point out of combat, I can just change them to whatever sigil I want. So once you have, you know, full legendary sigils, obviously most people can kind of just stop at 4 for land weapons, but I'm going the route for underwater ones as well on my EU account. But yeah, you just never have to worry about sigils again. It's insanely helpful. Same thing with runes. And yeah, we got full legendary runes across both of our accounts, so that's super exciting. Oh, that one's done. That said, you hope you'll never have to do map completion again. You have gifts of exploration blank for Flameseeker Prophecies and Bifrost. After that, you'll probably get Gen 3. That's fair enough. And you can always just buy them for gold on the trading post as well. If you really are not a map completion enjoyer. Cool. That map is done. Blackline key. See what we get. Guaranteed wardrobe unlock. What do we get? We got the Devoted Staff. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not a permanent crafting station or anything, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Okay, so that one is now done. We've done Gendaran Fields. You know what? I actually kind of hate doing Bloodtide Coast, and it's for that very reason we should do Bloodtide Coast right now. So we have everyone here to help keep us company. So thank you all for making this the most fun map completion that anyone has ever done. Plus there is a level of satisfaction for doing this somewhat efficiently. Did some map completion back in your day, but you never understood the Guild Wars 2 gameplay loop or how gear works. Can you suggest a video or a wiki page somewhere? That's a great question. Definitely recommend checking out my YouTube channel because I've made guides like specifically on gearing. But generally, the gameplay loop is kind of whatever you want it to be. You know, when it comes to making gold in Guild Wars 2, I've also got guides on gold making in Guild Wars 2. It's kind of just playing any of the bits of content that you enjoy and then figuring out how to make gold based on that content. Like there's different ways to do it in World vs. World, PvP, open world raids, fractal strikes, everything. It's really just finding the kinds of content that you enjoy playing and just playing it for the love of the game, and then you'll naturally just end up making gold from there. But say, personally, my favourite bits of content are endgame PvE. So things like raids, fractals, strike missions, things like that. So that'll sort of be my main content that I'll do. I enjoy the process of getting legendaries as well. Can I go just pop this in here? I'm not going to do this.
Defense, then offense.
Let's go clear down all these, we'll do it. But yeah, sometimes I'll go into open world if the mood strikes, I'll go into world versus world if the mood strikes as well. It just really depends on what I want to play at any point. And one of the best things about Guild Wars 2 is because it has such a wide variety of content that you can kind of just play whatever you want. And, you know, if you ever get bored of playing PvE, you can go into world versus world or PvP, and, you know, vice versa as well. I think I've done everything in that area. Good. Do need to kill like one more thing, which I will do so over here.
Nothing can bring me down.
For some reason you get lost in the enormity that is Guild Wars 2. I mean, you're not alone in that at all. It's a very reasonable thing to do. But yeah, it's good to just find the areas of the game that you enjoy. And like, I'm not a huge world versus world player. I'll go into it occasionally, mostly when I need Gifts of Battle for legendaries, but I enjoy it when I am in there. But for some people, that's just their main game mode. That can be their entire Guild Wars 2 experience, is just playing world versus world. It could be achievement hunting as well.
May the Risen claim your foul flesh.
I couldn't understand where to look for activities or how to play, just running mindlessly doing hearts till we eventually got bored. Ah, I see. So that could definitely get tiring over time. The LFG is definitely your friend. Hang on, let me just... It's getting a bit chaotic here and I can't see anything. And this is an add-on to show these paths here. But yeah, if you bring up the LFG, I'll turn off the pathing pack. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, so say if I want to do some strike missions right now, and if I didn't want to tag up, I'd come down to the strike missions section there. There we go, we got some people looking for a DPS doing some Icebrood Saga 5 strikes right there. If I want to do raids, I'd pull that up. There we go. Oh, it's very much off-peak. Actually, no, it's not. It's actually no. Raids have reset today. No, it's actually a very good day to be doing raids. Doom CM looking for DPS. Screw it. Yes! Change of plans. Doom CM. Sup. DPS. Oh, great dude. Welcome in. Hang on. What's my kill proof? Alt-Shift-K, is it? Control-Shift-K? Alt-Shift-H? Alt-Shift-K. There we go. D... Oh no, it's 9DW, capital Y. I've seen the prices on the TP for glacial fragments and shards. I mean, I have like seen them a bit. Here, just give me Condivert. Screw it, give me Scourge. And yeah, it's Blish HUD, and I've got a guide on how to install it on my YouTube channel. Random Doom CM. I haven't done Doom CM on NA. Let's do it. Can we get a Doom CM? Complete change of plans. 180. Let's go. Yeah, they're part of Oryx Crafting, so people want like absolute tons of them. Wizards Tower loading times. Very, very sad. Hang on. And yes, we're playing Guild Wars 2 right now. Yeah, random Doom CM. Let's go. I mean, I can do any of the greens as well. I don't care. No, Alt-Shift-K. Too many things open. Makes me sad. What even is this inventory? Who knows? There is much gold there, probably. Yeah, anything tied with Aurochs is going to be expensive as hell. Map concept, but when you rather do Doom CM, it'll be so funny if I can just get like a Doom CM done here. It'll be real funny. Where's Condi Scourge? There, yeah, that looks like a Condi Scourge. Yeah. What's the KP requirement for this Doom? That's a fun thing, PK. There is no KP requirement, so nothing can possibly go wrong here. Yeah. See, I never post any kill proof requirements in my raids, and they always go great. I totally see this not disbanding within like 3 pulls. Let's get Flesh Golem. Yeah, just 1 pull Doom CM. Oh, we've got someone who's done Ceres here. And someone who's got the true introvert one. Sand Flare. Is this even the right build? Yep, that looks right. Oh, we get to do this on the NA side. Hang on, I better eat some noms. Num 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 num.
I feel good.
Oh, look, it's Mini Doom.
Rise, cooling down. Blade storm. Dodge this.
He'll be feeling that one for days.
Hello, Doom. Off we go. No, just instant 1 pull. Oh wait, no, don't run Snap Target on Scourge. That's legitimately the worst thing I can possibly do. Alexander, thank you for the follow. And you laugh at our no KP NA Doom CM, but what's actually going to be the funniest thing is if we actually just clear this. Like, what if we just do it? What if we turn around and just 1 pull Doom CM? I mean, I don't think anyone's been picked up just yet, so, like, that's pretty good. Oh, let's just throw a little minion down there. If someone's not controlling their mech, that's not a good thing.
Extra damage.
Someone's afflicted. Doom's coming in. What are we collectively calling him? We'll go pick up the zoomies. Not that they're totally for us. Look at him go over there.
What is set in motion can only be undone if we falter. Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to doom.
It's running through the group. Walking through. This is why we take Scourge. So I don't actually need to look at the boss to do my rotation. Ignore that. That's not a me thing. But yeah, we have Condi as well. Like, not Condi, I'm Boon Rip. Like, oh, where is he? I've lost him. I've lost him. There he is. Hey, you know what's also really fun? I have no idea if this is the right set of gear. I didn't even check. I think it's right, but that doesn't mean too much. Oh, hang on. Can't help you there, great dude. That got no CC bar. Yeah, Power Scourge with Blood Magic and Spear is fun to open mode. I imagine it would be, yeah. That's not on me. Yep. Yeah, we're GGing. Okay, so the mystical one pull Doom CM. It's not it. It is not it. Let's see. Yeah, that looks right. And yeah, our DPS is largely fine. For the most part. Nothing go wrong. Nothing is going to go wrong, PK. Such little faith. Like, nothing has gone wrong so far already.
Another. Arise, my creation. Mantle in death. By my will.
I mean, this bit's going to be a bit sad because we're not power. Oh, look at that swiftness. Good swiftness. But there is one reason why this won't succeed. It's because we're not running Shaman's Core Necro to G2 Kite. The single greatest G2 kiting build ever. Shaman's Core Necro. Let's just go throw that there. Can I turn my timers off? Would like to. A shot. Timers. Disable all. There we go. So I actually don't need to see any mechanics now. Look at me doing a Doom and not having a mechanic. Oh, it's glorious. Makes me so happy.
Keep us all alive, or Tyria will fall to doom.
There. Target identified.
Venom. Too strong.
It's coming in. Moving through.
You'll have to hit much harder.
We should be like Epine or something there. That's coming on the group. I'm not happy about it. That's sufficiently condied, I think. Where's he going? It's going that way. Oh, someone's got the bomb! It's right on the group. Oh, yes.
Lethal combination. I like it.
It's on me. Off we go. Ah. Let's go kill these. Ah! I'm gonna kill these. Mini dip. Should not have placed my plague lands there. It's not Oakley Dokley.
Cooling down.
Ah!
I see a light.
Thank you. You'll have to hit much harder.
Your souls are linked. Separate.
Just gonna go kill these. Let's get rid of that quickness on him. So he's been shackled, nice. Oh, now we get to use our green skills.
At once. Stand in for the Reapers. Buy us time. Doom must never escape.
No, I'm not feeling very confident about these greens, but it's fine. Yep, I am ready.
You'll have to hit much harder. Servant divine, walk this line. Bam! Hold nothing back now. The fate of Tyria hangs in the balance.
Oh, I've been picked. No.
Hold nothing back now. The fate of Tyria hangs in the balance. I feel good. The voice
Casual Doom CM. I'm Addy, thank you for the follow.
paid a heavy price
Nice.
to do, as you did, and
Oh, good. Good times.
The underworld, isn't there? Now leave me.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Nothing did go wrong. Very little went wrong. Even me getting picked up at the end there. Excellent. Welcome in. About time the old gets the kill too. I know. I honestly did not think I'd ever get around to getting that on CM on NA. But you know what? We take those. We take those all day. Is it still Dragon Bash? Why do I have these? See, they're barely even interrupted. And Meg, welcome in. No, you didn't stay for Wing Force CM. Unfortunately, no. We have map completion that we need to do.
Oh, shiny.
Nice. Raiders, utilities, I don't know. Let's get the toxic ones. NA doesn't know you got picked at 10% transition. Hey, great dude. Well done on that one. Oh, Dragon Bash of one more day, is it? Alright. Oh, I've literally got all these. It's all meaningless. Oh, do I not have gloves? I've got his shoulders. I don't know if I have gloves or... Hang on. No, I'm getting Ritz. Prob should have, eh? That would have made sense. What's the Doom stuff called?
By my will.
Actually, if I go... So we've got Doom. We can get probably the headpiece. I don't think I have Doom's headpiece. Yeah, I don't. Good. Cool, now we can get our Doom cosplay going. Raiders, Sustenance, I don't know, just pick those. Inscriptions, let's get a Berserker one. Berserker, we're just going to flip these on the TP. Your Ritz actually would have been helpful. I mean, that's alright. I mean, these I can sell for a bit. Don't need to sell that. Keep the Agony Infusions. I probably need them for something. Sell instantly. Just purely need a bit of gold on hand. So I can buy things to instantly complete hearts. Get that Doom thing and instantly salvage it. Very nice. Hang on, now we have to actually rock our Doom CM title. Espada, welcome in. You just started playing the game. You bought the first 2 DLCs. Does it take 4 days for the trade ban to be lifted? I believe so. Yeah, it's an unfortunate quirk of the game once you upgrade from a free-to-play account. Yeah, roughly you have that to deal with. Once it's done, it's fully done. You'll never have to worry about it again. I understand that's annoying, though. Oh, cool. 9th birthday. Look at us go. I mean, the 9th birthday gift kind of sucks, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. It's not great. Oh, look at that random torch. Let's get rid of it. It's Steven, welcome in. We know to get picked, 2 of us did. We were just far away from the echo because it was at the door. Yes. Well done on that, on those pulls there. That was very good. And yeah, I got picked at the 10% phase because I wasn't paying attention. But well done, team. That was awesome.
Oh, shiny.
What's that? I literally can't do anything with that, can't I? Oh, well, that can just live there. Beautiful. How's this character going? Beautiful. Now we actually need to go take a break, stretch our legs. We're back in a few minutes. Enjoy a video in the meantime. Today, you're going to learn exactly how to gear your character in Guild Wars 2. I've played Guild Wars 2 for 11 years and one of my favorite features is the lack of gear grind. The gear I got back in 2012 is just as good now as it was back then. But despite how convenient this is in the long term, getting your first set of gear as a new player can seem overwhelming. There's dozens of different stat types, multiple tiers of gear, and so many different ways to obtain the gear that you need. So today I'm taking my 11 years of experience and breaking down exactly how you should be gearing up your characters. Let's dive in. Welcome back, friends. Before we delve headfirst into raids, strikes, fractals, or world versus world in Guild Wars 2, you're gonna make your life so much easier if you start off on the right foot with a good set of gear. But there are so many ways to gear your first character in Guild Wars 2, it can be hard to know exactly where to start. There's collections that reward you with gear, countless different vendors that will sell you what you need, and that doesn't even touch on crafting. The good news is, once you gear your first character, it becomes so much easier to gear your second, your fourth, or in my case, my 23rd. So by the end of today's video, you're going to know exactly how to efficiently gear your character and be ready to dive straight into everything Guild Wars 2's endgame has to offer. But before we start, let's dial in the types of gear you actually need to care about. When it comes to gear, they're not all created equal. There are 7 different levels of rarity, from basic all the way up to legendary. But once you reach level 80, however, we really only care about the last 3. That being exotic, ascended, and legendary. Ascended and legendary have exactly the same stats. It's just that legendary has a whole bunch of quality of life baked in. You can swap stats anytime while you're out of combat, you can remove upgrades freely, you don't need to consume transmutation charges whenever you swap skins, and you can use the legendary item on multiple characters at the same time. Legendary gear is one of the pillars of endgame goals, with everyone deep down wanting every single piece of their gear to be legendary, so you never have to think about gear again.
Everybody stay calm! What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
There's no stat increase over Ascended though, so it's all about that quality of life. So then when it comes to getting your first proper set of gear, you only need to worry about exotic and ascended gear. In terms of the difference between exotic and ascended gear, exotic gear has slightly lower stats than ascended. It can only be used on a single character, with the trade-off being it's typically much easier and cheaper to obtain. You can even purchase a full set of exotic gear off the trading post if you have enough gold. Ascended gear, however, is going to give you the best in-slot stats. Ascended gear is also account bound, so you can swap it between characters whenever you want. You also have infusion slots, so you can customize your armor with extra stats and agony resistance, so you can do higher and higher levels of Fractals of the Mist. If you want a breakdown on why you should be doing Fractals, check out my previous video here. For all these extra benefits, the trade-off is that it is much harder to obtain, and it can't be bought straight from the trading post. At the end of the day, you want to keep working towards ascended gear, but with a full set of exotic gear, you're totally ready to jump into most of Guild Wars 2's endgame. Now, before we delve too deep into gearing our character, you can save yourself a whole lot of time and gold by doing some planning. And we are back. Welcome back, everyone, and easy HTCM 1 pull on the ult. I mean, who knows? There's always that chance. Now we can actually do the Doom cosplay, though. We're on 47% map completion. Okay. Oh, perfect, actually. And you know what? I actually don't like... I'll run that instead. And yeah, I'll run Relic of Rivers there. H. Just that. And turn back on our pathing.
The sea is most dangerous when I'm on it.
to swab the poop deck, you filthy dog. How dare you! I'll swab the floor with your guts for that.
There we go, that's done. So we need to go to Renata Waypoint, which is here. Now let's also make this character more aesthetic, given we just literally did Doom. So first we gotta actually put on Voice in the Void. Oh, do we not have that? No, because I think we still have other Doom CM things there. Hang on, let's check. Achievements, raids, Hall of Chains. No, we should have it. Oh, was there? Oh, can I just not read? Oh, great. Nice. It's just I can't read. And yeah, not many builds use Condit. No, use Longbow. I do find that's well. It's one of the legendaries I don't have on my NA account. So let's go get the Doom cosplay going. Yeah, Helm of Doom. We can get the Doom shoulders. Perfect. Right, what other dudes are actually? I might just place one here. Do I have access on me? No, I'm not going to buy the random Doom stuff. Hang on, let's not worry too much about that. We've got other stuff we typically use. Where's the Requiem stuff? Yeah, we'll throw on the Requiem stuff. Here I tend to throw on the Aetherbound stuff. What's Infused Aurora? Meh. Show us the Aetherbound stuff. There we go. And then here... I don't really love the Aetherbound legs there. It's usually Guild Tacits. And then here... Aetherbound legs. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's horrible. Hang on. Just go dies, randomize. Oh, that's already way better. There we go. That's pretty doomy. And let's go wardrobe. Show us a skin that will work. I don't think we have a Doom one. Is there a Doom greatsword? Oh, there's Doom seal. But nah, not flashy enough. Not flashy enough for our purposes. Yeah, Blood, meh. Oh, Final Death, that's the one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's suitably doomy there. We've got the Ender of All. Yeah, we'll get the Ender of All there as well. There we go. We've got the full Doom cosplay going. Nice. On point. And down we go.
Might makes me right. Fury is mine.
Mm-hmm. Nope, not on a squad. In say chat. Okay, now why is it giving us two paths here? Which one goes where? You know what? Not even the faintest clue. Lady Elsa's map comp is so nice. It is. It really is. Brassan, how's it going? It's great to see you.
Might makes me right. Not enough energy.
I got Grab Frog. What game is this? This is Guild Wars 2. Oh, while you were map copying, how about trying something wacky like using hammer? Yeah, why not? Let's get rid of swords. Throw on a hammer. Berserkers. Force. Stamina. Do we have anything good here? Awakened hammer. No, I need something that's suitably Doom-like. Oh, there we go. Just literally get that done.
Nothing can bring me down.
Let's wait till they get still.
Nothing can bring me down. I like it.
You have inside info of the new X-Pack? I wish. Cool. A spirit shard. Nice. Oh yeah, and Hammer 5 resets Hammer 2. I was aware of that, I was just kind of neglecting it.
Tell me what you've seen and show me who you are. Not all white shirts out there.
It's mine.
Darkness is not necessarily. Now that darkness has touched you, you're better prepared.
Do not enter. Nice. Yeah, Hammer 252 is fun and World vs. World. Yeah, it's very fun there. Did you map completion legendary? Yes. Oh, that needs more. More juice. Out there. No. job done. Sunrise, I actually don't know yet. It'll just be whichever one's most convenient for me to sell.
Nothing can bring me down.
Anything for a fight.
Not sure why that was taking us that particular way, but alas, there we go. No, that's just invulnerable for some, what I can only presume to be outstanding reason.
It's my turn.
Oh, a nice range strike damage weapon. Yes. Oh, I'd love that so much. Give it longbow. Actually make longbow useful in more classes. Oh, underwater rev skills are really, really good. That is true. That underwater combat on rev is actually okay. Oh, this one's annoying. Melee longbow, yeah, just grab it and literally just hit with it.
Might makes me right.
It's my turn.
That? No friends with any dev, unfortunately not personally. Oh, tons of scales here. Yes. Oh, that's good. How did that not give me completion? And oh, I was not in range.
It's my turn.
Yeah, some of the heart quests in Blood Tide do take a bit. How many do we need? 34? $2.34. Yeah, that's super cheap. And can you somehow sync your NC account with Steam? I mean, the only thing you can do is add it as an executable to be launched from within Steam, but you can't tie your Arena account to a Steam account in that way. Once you pick a method, either launcher or Steam, that's the method you're going with forever. Short of just creating a new account.
Charge through!
Stormbluff Waypoint. I started playing before it came to Steam. Oh, you and me both. Like, I started playing more or less at launch, and yeah, there's no way to launch it through Steam. I mean, aside from just like adding the executable as like an application within Steam. Do you play PvP? Infrequently. I used to play it quite a bit back in the day. Got the legendary PvP backpack on this account. That's definitely not my main game mode. I do enjoy it whenever I do, though. If there's ever a PvP rush, I'll do that because, yeah, the rewards are pretty insane. And Sufferance, I mean, Mr. Doomsam. Sorry, Mr. Doomsam. We got it in like 2 pulls. It was actually crazy.
It's my turn.
But it was absolutely wild.
Knowledge defeats darkness.
Might makes me right.
You seek knowledge.
Yeah, we have the Voice in the Void title on this account now, which is amazing. Renandon, how's it going?
How do you do? Charge through!
Oh, I hope you're having a good day at work, and thank you for hanging out with us. We'll get daily done, get some extra gold that way.
Right on target.
Can we use breakdance mode underwater? That's a very good question. I don't know. So I don't think I have it on this account. Dual pistols would be quite fun. That one is done. Yes, they finally made Twilight. Oh, congratulations. That is amazing. Done that one? Yeah, I think we have. To go eat some noms. 10 years playing? Hell yeah. Is that your first legendary? Twilight is a fantastic first legendary. That's an iconic Guild Wars 2 legendary, so you got a great choice there. So we're doing that. Oh, it's second. Nice. Bro, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that.
Fury is mine. Nothing can bring me down. Might makes me right.
And cool, that one's done. You can just get out of combat though. Ah! There we go. If there's any recommendation for keeping up the class like fun-wise, you always struggle to stick with a class for a long time. Definitely like changing builds and changing the elite spec is a great way to do it, but like if you're not feeling playing a particular class, it's always a good thing to bounce to something else for a bit. Revenant's definitely my main class. It's a class I tend to have the most fun playing, but I play a little bit of everything depending on what my mood is. And because Guild Wars 2 is a game that really encourages you to play multiple classes, there's nothing wrong with playing a different class for a bit. I always like the term playing your account, not your actual, not your character, because so much of what you do in Guild Wars 2 is account bound. But yeah, like swapping builds, swapping playstyles, even swapping game modes is a good way to keep things fresh. Try out different builds, tinker with things. There's a lot you can do. Let's get some pirate outfits. And thank you, Ian. You take care, mate. A pirate outfit, we need 13. Main hand axe, that would be cool as well. Dual axe is always a fun aesthetic. Yeah, medium range would be quite good there. That's good. We're blasting through map comp, having a good time. Turn them in. Job done. Agonod, what's up? It's great to see you.
I was born ready.
Where is your gold? It's in the process of being made. But no, we funneled so much gold over to our EU account in doing our 8 legendary sigils, so that's where all the gold is. And even on that account, we're on like 20 or something gold. And Mindless, how are you going? It's so good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Do you think the Gambler Elite will be for Thief? I could definitely see it being for Thief. That would make a lot of sense. I think of the Hydrate. Roll the beetle through here.
Might makes me right.
Just revive everything through here. I got into a loop while playing a new trading card game from Riot called Riftbound on Tabletop Simulator. Awesome, and how have you been enjoying that?
Fury is mine. Eat pain.
Oh, it's a mix of Magic and Legends of Runeterra. Haven't played both those, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Ashtera, welcome in. Is the add-on working properly even though you have 30% map completion, or do you have to start all over? That's a very good question, and it will not take into account any map completion you've already done. So like if you want to, you know, be the most efficient with it, you use it on a fresh character. But you know, if you do have, like, you know, most of the map is incomplete, I just tend to follow it anyway, because it's going to be pretty damn efficient. If the map is, you know, almost fully complete, then I won't use it for that, and I'll just sort of bounce between the things I need. But it won't, you know, take into account things you've already done. So you just sort of have to use your judgment a bit, depending on the map you're in. Are you back on Guild Wars 2? Nice, welcome back. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what will potentially be new elite specs. I'd be surprised if it wasn't new elite specs at this stage. Cool, we're almost done with this map as well. Hell yeah. Scrit Artifacts 25. Masho, thank you for the follow. I definitely recommend trying it, and Dusty as well, thank you for the follow as well. Scrit Artifacts, I need 25 of them. Oh no, I am not buying 25 of those. How about no? How about just no? How's map completion going to fund the legendary? We are going to use the legendary weapon starter kits that we've picked up for the various Wizards Vault seasons. We're going to do map completion to enable us to craft them. We will then sell them, then use that gold to buy everything else we need for our remaining legendaries.
Nothing can bring me down.
The Janthea Wilds, and we have had the last patch for Janthea Wilds. Yes, that was a few weeks ago. Yeah, that's much better with Death Drop. There we go. The sigils you can put on that hammer are Rage and Celerity. That's a good idea. Although I do really like Stamina as well. Celerity would be pretty hype though. Ah. As someone from Guild talked about, if it could be new skills or specializations and not elite spec, that is a potential option like as well. One of the things I was thinking it could potentially be is just a new core trait line that every class can use. Did we not finish that? Apparently we didn't. Well, not every class can use, but that every specialization you have can use, and I think that would be very, very cool. Oh, where is that telling us to go? Ah, back we go. Definitely missed it. But I think given how they have been announcing things and, you know, teasing things, I would be very surprised if it wasn't elite specs, because they'd also be thinking that, okay, everyone's expecting elite specs. We have advertised this in a way that implies elite specs. People will be mad if it's not. What is the gear good for? Better DPS and different content? Yeah, it will basically make your build function. So if you are in a power DPS build, you will use Berserker's gear or like Assassins or Dragons, but mostly Berserker, which will make you do more damage. There's different gear, Viper's gear for condition damage builds, there's Harriers, Minstrels, Givers for healing builds. I have a video all about gearing in Guild Wars 2 and the most efficient ways to do it. But yeah, gearing and the gear you choose is one of the most important things. Yeah, it's like runs hand in hand with the traits you actually pick. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, we managed to somehow clear Doom CM on 2 pulls today on NA, so we got that headpiece, we got the title for killing Doom CM, which is great. So yeah, it's been a good day today. Was not expecting to do a random Doom CM today, but we did it. Is that a hammer? Yeah, that is a hammer. Got to get a bit of height here. Show a Monster Hunter game. Nice. Yeah, I was going for a bit of a Doom cosplay with what we had on hand, but it works. And the hammer itself is not fantastic with what we're doing. Sparkfly. Just follow it. And eagle feathers. Okay, so we want frog, eagle, sparkfly. And your Vindicator, you have 4 builds, Vindy Berserkers. Nice, great choice.
Live well.
No, it's just brew the potion, please. Ah, damn, I've got to do something else. So we need coral, mushroom, strangler vine. But yeah, that's fantastic. I've got a few revenants on this account. I've got, yeah, various builds for all of them. Let's go put this one here. Nice. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And we're missing one more point of interest, aren't we? Didn't get it. We're goofy goobers is what we are. That's why you follow the path, or else you miss a single point of interest and you got to backtrack. But on our main Revenant on this account, we've got all 9 build templates and various builds on that. We've got a few other spare Revenants as well. Oh, no Black Lion Key. Very sad. It's alright. Yeah, I just want to do like a Straits of Devastation. Just do these. Yeah, trust in the line. Always trust in the line. Don't question it. If you question it, you will be punished for your blasphemy. Probably need a 3rd rev soon. That's just like always a good call. More revs is always the answer to life's problems.
We need assistance.
Nothing can bring me down.
Oh yeah, we can't be wasting food during a raid full clear. That's unacceptable. I love doing map completion in the ore maps because there are no hearts. Ah! Oh! didn't get in combat there. Somehow we didn't. We need to pay something. First side vigil. Nope, that's the wrong one. Back this way. Parazona, how's it going? It's great to see you, mate. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Everyone go check out Para over on their Twitch channel. What's up, mate? And the marker pack looks unique. Are you using Tekka or a different one? We are using Lady Ellis's guides here. Is it worth it to make a heal rev character just for Wing 5 Riven statues? Yeah. I mean, now that Heal Vindicator's fixed, you can play that as well. And Heal Herald is like the most chill heal build, I think. It's chill so far, pretty rainy, but that's good for you. Well, I'm glad to hear that. That is awesome. But yeah, it's been good here so far. We're fighting off a bit of a cold on my end. It's only probably about a 4 out of 10 in terms of cold severity, which is good, not compared to the last one that I got when Jess and I came back from Melbourne last year. That legit laid us out for 3 weeks. And cool, we can exit that. Florio, welcome in. It's great to see you. And what's your takes on SPVP? Not my main game mode, but I do really enjoy it whenever I do spend time in there. Yeah, honestly, just like play ranked occasionally. And that's a good time. It's quite profitable, especially good if there's a PvP rush on. And yeah, it depends. There'll be certain times of the day where the queue will be less. PvP is like the least populated area of the game. But yeah, you will find matches over time. Refresh that endurance. There we go. Roll the beetle in. But yeah, like, PvP in Guild Wars 2 is great fun. Like, I've always enjoyed doing it. What would you do if you needed lots of spirit shards now? You're always short of them because you've been a legendary holic for the past few months. Quick way is if you've got fractal relics going around, you can convert them into Dessa's experience journals, so it's going to be a spirit shard per. So that's like probably the quickest way. Else, load up on experience boosters and start farming rifts. And well done, Grey Doodad. Wing 4 to 7 CMs, full clear, full CMs. Hell yeah, that's great. But yeah, run boosters whenever you can. And thanks for the offer, Grey Duda. Oh, Grey Duda. That's all good though. We're going to focus on map completion now though. Just go into the fractal lobby. There's going to be an NPC there. I think it's usually the one you also buy your daily deeply discounted keys from. Just like talk to them, you'll find them there. They're Dessa's journals. But yeah, that's what I did on this account to generate a ton of spirit shards, because I didn't see myself going for fractal gold on this account, and I had, I think, like 40,000 fractal relics. I'm like, well, let's just convert them. In hindsight, it wasn't the smartest thing, but it's enabling us to craft these legendaries, so swings and roundabouts, I guess. And we're using Lady Ellis's guides within Blishud. I mean, I was probably only about 3 months away, well, 3 months of daily fractal clears from getting fractal god, but because I spend most of my time on my EU account now, it seemed a better choice at the time to just like convert this account into a bit of a battery for EU. Because yeah, I'm in the exact same boat as you. I'm always short of spirit shards because I'm constantly crafting legendaries. done. Found it? Excellent. Why is it telling us to go that way? Okay. Don't know why. Don't trust it. Power, you shiver whenever you hear spirit shards. Are you also in the same boat? And don't worry, like, it's not unexpected to not know about that, and honestly, it's not... If you're ever thinking of going for Fractal God, it's a bad thing to do, but, yeah, usually only do it when you've got, like, a good few thousand Fractal Relics lying around. But yeah, if you do, like, it's a way to get a few hundred Spirit Shards very quickly. And thanks for popping in, Mindless. It's always great to see you. But yeah, we're probably going to craft 2 legendaries on this account. Then we'll sell them or send them over to EU, then sell them there, do whatever we need to do to get the gold. That will finish off our legendary underwater sigils, so I know we can be free from that unpersonalized hell that we've put ourselves in. So that will be nice. And thanks for the hydrate, mate. I mean, no one told me that I had to do underwater sigils. I entirely just bought this on myself. And you were 35 shards short. That's how done now. Brilliant. That's good, yeah. Especially if you just need a few more spirit shards. Not bad to do. We're finally getting out of the spirit shard hole after making 24 legendaries, Trevor, in the last year. Well done. That's an impressive amount of legendaries. Yeah, no wonder you're going to be short of spirit shards there. That's super impressive.
It's my turn.
But yeah, I think I'm going to be in the spirit shard hole for EU for probably another 2 years or so. Because once we are done with our legendary underwater sigils, we'll probably be at the point where we'll start looking at, I think, maybe crafting all of the Aurene legendary weapons. Because we've only got a legendary spear on that account, so moving on to weapons after we've done legendary everything else. Or I could also be absolutely insane and go legendary underwater weapons for on-land weapons. That could be fun. That could be really funny. It's a very prolonged joke that everyone's just going to be unwillingly brought along for. It's the best kind of joke. I can be one of like the 3 people in the game that has crafted Kraken. There's no line of sight. What is this nonsense? What do you mean, maybe craft all Gen 3 variants? All Gen 3s and variants. Oh, good lord, not the variants. Although that's where the value is. It's where the meme is, and we must go wherever the meme takes us. Oh, you have all the underwater weapons? Nice. Well, that doesn't surprise me at all, Sven.
I can feel your rage.
Not having any hearts to do, it's glorious. I love doing it in these maps. Oh, you first made camo last year when it was super cheap? Great choice. I mean, I'll probably make Kamahali Kataki as well. Because yeah, there'll be builds that will use on land spear and underwater spear, so makes sense, I guess. Ah, didn't know this. Is that spear? And that spear is actually ranged. I did not know that. And we're using Blishhud for the pathing here, which I've got a guide for how to install over my YouTube channel. The goal is currently to craft a legendary for every weapon a Necro can wield. Hell yeah. That's a great goal. That was a few years ago, actually, before I started streaming. That was my goal to do on Revenant. It's a very satisfying goal to have. Here's what Legendary Sigil is. Legendary Sigil, I mean, technically yes, but we have all 4 of them that we need for on land, and now we're doing Legendary Sigils for underwater weapons. But yes, functionally they are the same. It's just now we're being a bit unhinged. How are you swapping quickly between the mount you're using? I have my mounts bound to my number pad. So that's how I'm doing it quite quickly. But I also have this add-on as well through the Nexus add-on manager, the radial menus there, which I'll sometimes use. But I've kind of gone to the point now where I know where all the mounts sit on my number pad. I made 1k spirit shards in lab farm in 2 weeks. Oh, lab farm's like insane for it. It's just, yeah, I can only stomach doing the lab farm for about an hour, and then my brain's as smooth as marble. Like, just no ridges or lumps or valleys or bumps. Thoughts slide right off like a water slide. Yeah, the radial menu is fantastic. I've got a guide on how to install Nexus as well over on my YouTube channel. There's another one through Blishhud you can use, which I also used to use. Just this one looks cleaner in my opinion. But yeah, I tend to, like, having the mounts on the number pad's good because it also means you can do a few neat little tricks like, boom, do that, then sky scale up in the air, go up higher. Is there anything down there that I missed? No. Down we go. That. Discovered today the Vampiric Presence skill gives you credit for friendlies when they kill something. That's awesome. That's very nice for Necro, actually. Cool, we're almost done mapping in this area.
It's my turn.
Fury is mine.
Oh, can I sky scale here? Oh no, I got myself in combat. Let me out. Sky scale again. Didn't do the right flap there, so I didn't get all the speed I needed. But no, it was still pretty quick. Do I have, or while I'm here, how many spirit shards do I have? Hang on, wait. 400, so I don't know, let's buy another 1500. Yeah, let's just set fire to 3 million karma there. Thank you, Amelia, for the follow. I appreciate that. Do I have enough material storage for it? I do. Good. Nice. And how are you going, Amelia? What bliss trail are you using? We are using Lady Ellis's guides for map completion there. It's my personal favourite of them. I think I double ate food there.
Nothing to bring me down.
Must be nice having so much karma. Karma is one of those currencies that, especially because I did a lot of fractals back in the day. But yeah, unless I think the Aurine legendaries are probably ones that are gonna really sort of dent it. Oh, I missed a thing out this way. You're having to farm karma. Wow, what were you doing that consumed it so much? Spending so much karma for those obsidian shards. Everyone knows you only accumulate karma to never spend it. It is one of the harder currencies to convert to gold as well. Oh, I missed that one. This is why you can't betray the path at all. If you do, you get punished for it. See, I was punished for my hubris. I flew too close to the sun and not close enough to this damn hero point. See, should have literally gone there. And no. Black Lion Key. Punished once again. Oh, your biggest current karma drains the Ice Shard farm. True, yeah, that would be a pretty big hit towards it as well. And yeah, Aurine variants, that will do it. That will definitely do it. Beautiful. We're going to take a break, stretch our legs. Back in a few minutes, we're going to blast out this map. It's going to be good. Sit tight. Hello there.
Hello there.
I see that you're tired of having to switch characters, wishing that you could be blasting through content, farming loot, and dropping infusions. All you want to do is play the game, but worry no more. Today, I bring you the class that can do it all. With a single build, we have the perfect healer for every situation. And when you pair it with our last build, the Power Boon Chronomancer, you end up with something truly special. It's time, my friends, for Heal Chronomancer. Welcome back, everyone. I've been playing Heal Chronomancer extensively for the last few months, and it is truly the single most flexible healer that I have ever played. It isn't even a competition. With a single trait change, we can go straight from providing quickness right into providing alacrity. And when you pair this with the last build that we covered, the Power Boon Chronomancer, you can have access to 5 different builds with 2 sets of gear. You can have Power DPS, Quickness DPS, Alacrity DPS, a Quickness healer, and an Alacrity healer. The way Chronomancer traits work make this the most flexible class in the game. Today's build is easy to play, is incredibly survivable, and you have almost complete freedom in terms of what utility skills you bring, so you can customize your build for every encounter. This lets you take all the wonderful Mesmer skills like Portal, Blink, Time Warp, Feedback, Mass Invisibility, you name it. If you gear this build, this may well be the last healer that you ever need. But that is enough of me gushing. Let's dive in. When you become Chronomancer, you get access to Shield as an offhand weapon, which has an amazing block and the absolutely loaded Tides of Time skill. Unlike the Power Boon Chrono in our last guide, Shield is going to be one of your go-to weapons for Heal Chrono. You'll also get access to Wells for some powerful AoE effects. Your shatter skills have also been changed. Mind Rack becomes split second, so now you'll shatter your clones twice instead of once. Rewinder will replace Cry of Frustration. You still inflict confusion and damage foes, but now the recharge of this skill is reduced by 3 seconds for each clone that you shatter. This will be one of your most important skills due to the combination of the traits, Illusionary Membrane, and Chaotic Persistence, which will grant you and your allies Chaos Aura whenever you use this skill. Time Sink will replace Diversion. You now inflict a shorter daze compared to the original Diversion, but you also now apply Slow to enemies as well for some extra soft CC. You also get access to the new and improved Continuum Split Shatter. Continuum Split is one of the most unique skills in all of Guild Wars 2. You'll activate it, save your current position, health and cooldowns, and while it's active you can use whatever skills you want. It will last longer the more clones that you shatter, and when it runs out, you're reset to your starting position with all of your health and cooldowns intact. You're then free to cast your skills again straight away. It basically lets you travel back in time and use your skills twice.
You've got to come back with me!
There are countless ways to use this skill, but we're basically going to use it to extract as much value from this build as possible. In terms of our gear and food, you hideously overcap on boon duration. The power boon chrono build that we covered last time doesn't require any boon duration, and this build functions very similarly. So your exact choices of gear and total boon duration don't really matter in the cosmic scheme of things. However, more boon duration is generally always a good thing. However, the main decision you need to make in terms of your gearing is figuring out whether you want to tank or not. You can take Harrier's gear if you don't want to tank. This will allow you to max out your boon duration very easily. You can take either Minstrel or Giver's gear if you do want to tank and be as survivable as possible. Minstrels is the more survivable option at the trade-off of... We are back. Welcome back, everyone. And Phil, you know the entire Bureau of Farming route off by heart? Very nice. Yeah, that is like decently profitable.
Must protect ore.
I love the ore maps. What random sound effect was that? Just...
Your attention, please.
Now we'll try not to deviate from the path at all, although knowing me there will be like a single point of interest that I do miss. I always like this area. Very cool. Although, how many testimonies of heroics do I have? Ooh, we can do pro gamer move. I'd like to select a team. Hang on, restructuring tab. Actually, hang on. Let's actually put a bit of thought into this. Oh yeah, let's go on to PDs. Yeah. This is mod from Blishad? Yeah, it is. Let's see how many more we need. Calculator. 189 minus 93. So I need 96. Oh, the mount menu. That's from Nexus. Testimonies vendor, where are you?
Something.
Alright, there we go. Hero points. Done. Well, somewhat. It does sometimes glitch out when you press them too quick. Just did Wing 4 the first time, didn't have a clue what was going on most time, but still, hell yeah, that's great. Well done. Vesper Bell waypoint. No, wrong. Wrong. Where is it taking us? It must be going down here. I did the math, and apparently converting an equivalent of 235 gold per week into gifts for legendary is not bad.
Nothing can bring me down.
See, we missed out on like 10 of them. Mostly because we did them too quickly. If we actually went a bit slower, we'd have them all done. Oh well.
New land.
Oh no.
I need a moment.
There we go. Finally out of combat. Yeah, for most bosses, really nothing happens. Yeah, unless you've got a specified role. Honestly, not that much happens at any point. Let's go hit up Haga's waypoint as soon as we can. Your cute GPS are just pressing buttons. Yeah, honestly, at that point, they're actually pretty chill. But yeah, how did you find it? Doing it for your first time. Done that. Let's zoom in a bit so we can see. Nice.
I can feel your rage.
And yeah, it depends on the group as well, because yeah, you can still be assigned, it's very true, as a QDPS to do with certain mechanics. And there is stuff like you can always take on yourself to do as well. But generally, I think like Boon DPS is one of the roles that tends to be safest from having to actually do any real work in raids. At least compared to a DPS and a healer. DPS, depending on the account, especially like in Wing 2, like if you're a DPS, expect there's a good chance you're probably going to be doing a shroom on Slothzor. Like, yeah, you're probably not getting away from that in combat. Like, same in Wing 1, you might be doing a cannon on Sabbatha. Might be doing greens on Doom. Or at least a G1. I used Hecat's map completion path is yours faster. I'm using Lady Ellis's guide here, and I wouldn't necessarily know if it's faster, but I think it might be a bit faster, and I find it just more relaxed and user friendly. Definitely compared to Tez Trails as well. But I find this one's very clear. I like how it actually shows how to do like, efficient ways to do the heart quests as well. I really like that about it. So this is my favourite way of doing that completion. Tez Trails is faster, but it's much sweatier. I find it much easier to miss stuff if I'm doing Tez trails. Oh, that was like the worst thing ever. Oh well. Oh no, don't shoot. Oh, don't overshoot. There we go. Lady Ellis's. You should be able to... There you go. You should be able to see it right there. They have a bunch of other like helpful marker packs as well, and they're just very cleanly laid out. And yeah, I like how they deal with heart quests in particular. That's super nice. Well, Idris, why am I playing Guild Wars 2 compared to other games like League of Legends? Because I have played Guild Wars 2 for about 13 years at this point, and it's the game that I know a truly irresponsible amount out. Like, it is easily my favourite game. I've never really gotten into League. Haven't really felt the desire to play it.
Nothing can bring me down.
Plus, honestly, the community for Guild Wars 2 is amazing. And I'm so grateful to, be able to stream Guild Wars 2 and actually, just chill here and do my map completion with, so many people watching. It's fantastic. Oh, I've done the hero points. Silly me. And thank you, Flora. I appreciate that. And yet, truly, thank you all for honestly just being here and watching. And making my journey as a streamer just so much fun. Like, it's still absolutely amazing that I get to stream my favorite game like Guild Wars 2. Like, it's just baffling, and I'm truly grateful. Oop, down we go. And generally, I don't tend to do a lot of PvP games in general. That's not my favorite type of games. The most PvP I've done is Pokemon. So I used to play in the competitive VGC scene for a few years. I really, really enjoyed that. Can you clear the same raid wing multiple times a week? Or are they locked out? You can re-clear them. You're going to need someone who hasn't cleared it to actually open it, because if you go in, the instance will be clear. You will just get, basically no rewards. All the value is in doing the first weekly clear. During which generation did you play VGC? Oh, honestly, I started playing Generation 6. So when X and Y came out, VGC 2014 was my first year. And does Guild Wars 2 have PvP? Yeah, it does. It's quite fun. So yeah, that's where I really sort of dived into it. Then I played, 15, 16, 17, and I think 18 was my last year. That year, that was Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I'm pretty sure that one was. And I went to internationals in Australia and got in top 32, and then after that I played that's not helpful. After that I got a little bit burnt out doing it. Played a little bit of it during Sword and Shield just online, but that was around about COVID time, so IRL tournaments weren't really a thing. And I just didn't really get into VGC and Sword and Shield because really, really enjoyed it, but the sheer amount of prep that I had to do for just VGC tournaments in general, it was monumental. Truly, just unhinged levels of prep. It's super easy to burn out with them. I've done the Wizard Vault weekly. All 10 events, nice. Oh, thank you so much, Jess. What a wonderful dinner. Jess and I had a bit of a hankering for something savoury, so we have chicken tendies. Amazing. Chicken tendies while we do map completion and stream Guild Wars 2. This is the pinnacle of existence. Oh no. Let us mount. There we go. Could have done that one as well. I'm excited to play Pokemon's Legends Arceus. I'm excited to see Mega Evolutions make a comeback. They're my favourite sort of gimmick mechanic in Pokemon. And also, not Legends Arceus, Legends ZA, that was it. Legends Arceus already been out. Absolutely loved Legends Arceus. That is the most fun I have had playing through just like a mainline, single player Pokemon game in ages. Absolute ages. That fear was something else. What is that? It's not stopping.
Losing nothing will bring me down.
Good, we can at least still channel that. Cool, we've done all the hero points in this one now. If we can get out of combat. Oh. Ooh. That was getting a bit dicey. Oh, thank you, Awesome-o. But yeah, we got our specs linked in my Twitch About panel if anyone is curious. Oh, Spirit Shard, great. Unfinished Dwayne statue, that's cool. So I think this will be our 4th map that we have done tonight. So yeah, a bit under an hour per map. It's about right. And we did do a Doom CM as well, I do forget that. Very easy to forget that we just did a random Doom CM. For the first time on this account.
Nothing can bring me down.
Why are we in combat? And down we go. Oh no. Oh. It's gone horribly wrong. There we go. Almost done here. Okay, what are we missing? It's not giving us the other waypoints that we need. Oh, it's going to be through here, just judging by the look of it, so that's fine. We get that. Why is it not giving us credit for that? I feel like it should be there. Yeah. Okay, maybe we'll actually have to do something a bit trickier to get that. Oh wait, no, there we go. We just needed the exact right angle. We've done that. Just scooch through here. Done that one. Map comp done. Black Lion Key. Come on, permanent crafting station. That is not a permanent crafting station. Very, very unfortunate. Oh, let's just sell some of that off. Cool. Got a bit of extra gold, so no, that's nice. And then once we do this map completion, a bit of World vs. World, which will probably hit up during the World vs. World rush. Then we can craft some legendaries, sell them. We not mount up here. And that will be everything we need for our underwater legendary sigils on EU. We done? Oh, this one's missed a few hero points. It's a bit jank.
The R&D camp's last transmission.
Please don't make me glide anywhere. Good, it's not. It means I can have more chicken tendy. Got a hero point here that we need to do. Do these.
Charge through!
And when is the rush? I think it's 22nd of July. Yeah, they announced it in their studios blueprint or upcoming events or something. Oh, you stop making legendaries for a week, you're shocked at how much gold you can actually accumulate. That is very true. And yeah, you'll definitely find as well, once you reach the point where you are just done making legendaries, you'll actually generate gold insanely quickly. So legendary is obviously a huge source of outgoing gold. Same as gearing characters. Gearing characters, especially things like runes and sigils, very, very expensive over time, depending on the build you're using.
Did you ever fight?
Whoop. Just instantly burst that one down. Nice. Have we done that one? Cool, we have. Excellent. Mount. Sky scale. No, I'm gonna have to actually get out of combat. Oh, so it's on their event calendar, July 22nd, 29th. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll definitely be trying to hit up, as much World vs. World as I can during that time. Cool, we've done that one. Please let us get out of combat. Nice. Okay, Shadowfane again. And what pathing pack we're using? Using Lady Ellis's. Let's re-food. One is more experience, and two is going to be drastically more damage. I remember when Kershaw was just kind of like the end game for Guild Wars 2. Just running around Kershaw doing events and farming. Back in core Guild Wars 2 days, that was the end game. We've come a long way since then. That was the last time you really played the game? Well, you have so much content to look forward to then. Yes, so much has changed. It really, really has. It's that little path.
See that chopper come down?
I do not know. It must be this way. Hello, Dobbs. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that.
Nothing can bring me down.
Scale it here. Just reinstalled it because of you. Hell yes, thank you so much. Yeah, you definitely should reinstall. It's just universally a great thing to do. Claw. Hopefully we don't get caught in combat. You stopped at Ender Dragons? Nice. Even still, like, since then, there's a lot to catch up on. A lot of new systems put in the game. You got 2 new expansions. So the expansion's like completely done at this point as well. Meddler's Waypoint, once that's done. Cool, we've done all hero points in this map now. Wonderful.
That certainly was neither quick.
Ah, a fresh horizon.
We should try raiding one day? Hell yeah. If you're on NA, we usually do raids on Wednesdays. All are absolutely welcome. Mondays are usually EU raid days, but we're focusing on getting some map completion done for the time being. But especially like even start of the week, like right now, is a great time. Combat is a great time to try and get into raids. It's actually gone. Why is that one still alive? Hang on. There we go. But it's always more than happy to help welcome new people into raids as well. Are we not far off done for coalescence there? But yeah, as long as you have a build that you're comfortable with, like in your reasonable up-to-date build, watch a guide on the raid encounter, especially if the run isn't asking for any kill proof, you can kind of just jump on in and you're going to be fine. So the game has been massively power crept since raids first came out, and even just since the last two expansions, Sigils of Obscura and Janthea have done it. PD, welcome in. Welcome in raiders. My name is Connor, or ConnorConCarne. You can also check me out over my YouTube channel there, where we recently just uploaded a guide on how to get the most out of Guild Wars 2 efficiency. And we do all sorts of other build guides. PD, what is up? What did you get up to on your stream? Tell us all about it. And everyone, go check out the amazing Perfect D over on Twitch. Long-time friend of mine, huge source of support for me when I first started streaming Guild Wars 2. An absolute legend. But how are you going, PD? We are working on some map completion on our NA account because we're running out of ways to make gold. And converting the legendary starter kits into actual legendaries to sell it's on the cards. And with the World vs. World Rush coming up in the next few weeks, that's going to be good to do. Oh, you spent so much time trying to do Belcher's Bluff. Nice. And how did that go? And what's the game name? We're playing Guild Wars 2. And we also did a casual Doom CM as well. We just jumped into a LFG group and we cleared Doom CM in 2 pulls. It was like crazy. I do have an NA account. It's kind of my ult these days. And yeah, Guild Wars 2 is the game name. And how's it going, Panther? Speedy, what's up? It's so good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. But yeah, we're on... This will be our 5th map, I think, tonight. So we're doing pretty well. So we're on 61% map completion. We started at 41. So we've done 20% map completion. Oh, you've not been able to get to the Northern NPC listed as the hardest of all NPCs. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I haven't actually done any Belcher's Bluff yet, so I got no context. Horizon, how's it going? Hello from Canada, hello from Australia. And Eliandra, it's great to see you as well. Thank you for popping in. It's so good to see you. And how are your various legendary escapades going over on your end there, PD? We are not finished. We still have like 4 more things to do. Oh, we're stuck in combat. Oh no, it's all terrible. I think we've missed a waypoint. Quite severely so. Fari, what's up? It's so good to see you as well. Hope you and Dante are going well. Oh, can I stay out of combat? That's the dream. Can't let our dreams be dreams. Fighting off a little bit of a cold on our end as well. Hopefully we'll be all better by like Wednesday. Today's like the first day where it's really sort of hit us. Only about like a 4 out of 10 on the cold scale, which is nice. That, oh, it's past a bit confusing. Down we go, we've done that one. Are we max mastery level? No, we're not. No, definitely not. Got to do that at some point on this account, so we max mastery level on both accounts. Oh, I'm getting spirit shards here, so that's the main thing. Oh, this bit's going to be annoying.
Another place to roam.
It must be a mastery. Yeah, it is a mastery. You unlock the mastery line. There's like a little quest you do. I think you have to beat the Path of Fire story. But 100% it's worth it. Are you familiar with Guild Wars 2 content creator Noxie? Yeah, of course. I'm quite a few of their streams as well. And yeah, fantastic Guild Wars 2 content creator. And the editor for Muckluck, if I understand correctly. But they are fantastic and you should go check them out.
Might makes me right. That's how I do it.
Oh, the chill is rough.
Fury is mine.
There we go. Out of combat now. 95%. You've been neglecting your hot masteries. They can be greedy little piglets when it comes to the number of mastery points you need, as well as experience. But it's so satisfying eventually getting to max mastery level. It's a good feeling. Okay, we've done this hero point. Let's try and not get in combat. There it is. Would you share his view about the demanding for heal support to provide full might and fury? Is kind of stupid, all the stuff. And these past years, they make a lot of attacks from other people generate might or fury. As in, is Noxie saying that that's not a good thing and that they prefer that wasn't the case? Oh, what's the game name? We're playing Guild Wars 2. Cyril, welcome in. I think generally... Actually... Let's have a think about that. I think generally... having healers, so your question there is it okay for healers to be expected to provide full 25 might and fury among other boons? I can understand from a game design perspective where, you know, it makes sense to spread that load amongst other people. And over the past few years, healers have definitely been more power crept compared to a lot of other builds in Guild Wars 2. A lot of just key, like, things about group composition, boon access have been concentrated into them. And obviously it makes them quite overpowered compared to a lot of other builds in Guild Wars 2, but having those builds be overpowered does make forming groups much easier. Because if you're in the situation of, you know, having, okay, we have a healer like Vindicator now, it provides on average 10 might, so we need a boon support. That then provides, you know, the remaining 15 might and stuff like that, or we need a bunch of DPS builds that also provide it. It makes forming groups much trickier, and it requires a lot more game knowledge on the part of the commander to actually form groups, so it puts an additional barrier in the group composition stage. So it definitely, it reduces, let's say, build craft in the game. There's less of it there because you just throw really any healer at it and you're going to kind of have all the boons. That's sort of the set expectation now. And it's kind of the reality that they're balancing around. But it does make actually forming groups and making the game much more class agnostic much more of a thing. So you can kind of just bring whatever class you want to almost any encounter in Guild Wars 2 and it's going to work just fine. So overall, I think that is a net positive. It reduces the, you know, the uniqueness of certain builds. But I think overall, it is a better system than the alternative where you need very specific combinations of builds to actually get your full boon coverage. Because reality is, like, Guild Wars 2 is in a state where you are just going to expect that boon coverage and group content now. That's what the game is built around. Whereas, was this in the context of Heal Hard, by the way? I don't know. If other MMOs have taught us anything, support needs to be OP or they attract fewer players. That's good. That makes a fair amount of sense, I think. Yeah, why would you need multiple people to bring something if one can do? Yeah, if there's a chance that the healer can just cover everything in terms of the key boons, and obviously you get your boon DPS to provide the other key boon and then a few supplemental boons, that's what people are going to expect, and it's going to make overall forming groups much easier. Because if you're in the situation of, yeah, okay, we have heal Vindy, and then, oh, okay, I need 15 stacks of might, so you know what, I'm actually going to need, you know, some elementals, which are blasting fire fields, or I'm going to need some scourges with blood is power. It's going to make forming groups much more annoying, whereas now you can bring any class. You can bring a healer, because they basically all provide, you know, max coverage of their boons, and if they don't, they usually get tuned and balanced at that point. Anyway, I think like Heal Vindy in particular does need some more might buffs to truly bring that up to where it needs to be. But overall, I think it is might be a bad thing for the game from a design perspective, but I think it's a net positive for the community, and I think if that wasn't the case, endgame content, just group content in general, Guild Wars 2 would be much more annoying to get into, so I am happy to accept it. By the way, when you say do raids Wednesday, do you mean Aussie time or NA time? We'll do them during my stream. So you can look at my stream schedule and that will tell you when we'll be doing it. We usually start forming up for raids half an hour after I start. And his stream's been going great so far. And Hams, yeah, it's always a great time to come back. Oh, no. No, what do you call it? Blackline keys. We've got like 3 today, so that's not that bad. Let's go yoink these. Need to actually tidy this up. I don't know if you agree on reducing the uniqueness of some builds. To be honest, if a healer doesn't do basic things like Mike Prot, you don't think they'd be taken over others, and it's been that way for a long time? Yes, like, I agree. If a healer doesn't provide that, there's really no reason to take it over everything. Take it over anything else. And yeah, having the healers be stacked makes forming groups much easier. It means, yeah, you can just jump in, no matter what DPS build. You don't need a DPS build that provides might. It's a nice thing that some can do to patch things up, if in case your healers are struggling a bit or if people aren't stacking as tightly. But it's not a requirement, which opens up squad flexibility and gives people the chance to play any class they want, which is good. How about this idea, no dedicated healer and everyone is self-sufficient with healing? Is an interesting concept, and yeah, you'll be able to clear, like, basically almost all areas of content in Guild Wars 2 with running your entirely self-sufficient builds. Like your Celestial open world builds. But then it requires people to have, like, specific builds. Because, yeah, if you have, like, just a regular DPS build where everyone else has been sufficient, then yeah, that DPS build is going to have a really bad time, whereas with the current setup, there is a large amount of flexibility, which is good. I do understand that you're referencing OG Guild Wars 2 at launch. Yeah, that is definitely the system that OG Guild Wars 2 had. And yeah, we've come so far in Guild Wars 2 since then. Ever since raids got introduced, the healer, boon DPS setup has just been the way. And it'll be interesting to see what it would actually look like now with the current content and how it would need to be balanced. But what we have now is better than what we had at launch. The game is drastically better now than it was when we didn't have boons, I think. We're finally getting barred. Yeah, I'm excited for what I presume to be new elite specs. A boon DPS doing extra boons isn't bad, obvious. Opens up solo heal, comping, or selling stuff. But just paired with a healer, you'd be expecting the healer to be able to cover all auxiliary boons. Yeah, fair enough. Let's tighten that up. And yeah, like there are many ways where the game could be better, where balance could be better, design could be better. And I hope that we, keep seeing, things that improve the balance of the game over time, improve design, make it more fun for people to play. But what we have right now, especially in terms of balance, it's good. But it's about as good as it's ever been. So definitely areas where it can be improved, but what we have is good. Especially compared to like core Guild Wars 2, it is better now than it was back then. What is this song? It is, I don't know, whatever song plays. I think it might be like Timey's Laboratory or something. It's just a song that plays in the Fractal Observatory. Shattered Observatory, is it? This area that I'm in, Mistlock Sanctuary, that's it. What's chocolate dye go for? Not much, but something. You do think it's good for a short time after launching new weapons or elite specs that those specific aspects are overpowered to start? Yeah, I agree. Gets people to play them. If a build is trash on launch, people will figure that out very quickly and not play it. Whereas, yeah, you want people to play with the new toys. It makes sense. So yeah, I'm fine with some more bonkers builds being available on the launch of a new X-Back. Just type that up. And yeah, it's not bad that there are healer builds out there that can provide boons to basically the full squad, but it's unreasonable to expect the regular person to be able to do it. Because you want heal builds to actually be somewhat easy for people to pick up, because if heal builds are difficult to pick up, then no one's going to play them, and then you're going to be stuck in the LFG waiting for your healer to fill for absolute forever. And if you are a healer, guess what? You are only ever playing a healer now because no one else wants to play it. So we all do this to be pug friendly? Yeah. Like, so much of the meta in Guild Wars 2 is just designed to make pug groups form up quickly and have consistent clears. And anything that does that for most people's general play pattern, I think that's a good thing.
I thought the Luxons and Kurziks didn't get along, but you two seem pretty friendly.
Oh, it wasn't always this cordial. After we awoke in the mists, Archimoros was angry.
Be gone. Just get rid of it.
It took a long time for him to accept death, but we did what lost souls should.
And like, even with the current situation where every class can provide every boon and also heal on some type of build or another, yeah, we have removed a lot of class identity and uniqueness. But if we go back to days where it was only Chronomancer that could provide quickness and alacrity, and Druid was basically the only real healer. Yeah, we had some very unique builds that really stood out, but guess what? The balance sucked back then. And that's why Chrono Jail has historically been a thing. So it's a trade-off. We have Less unique classes, but you can now bring any class you want. And even back in core Guild Wars 2 days, where dungeons were basically the end game. If you didn't have, well, if you didn't have like good DPS, and if you didn't have mobility in particular, because going through and playing dungeons, a big chunk of playing them at launch was actually moving through the dungeon quickly. If you didn't have mobility and your damage wasn't absolutely exceptional, cough cough necro cough, you just weren't playing necro because you had a really bad time. Whereas now you can just bring anything, and that's good. It means that anyone can jump into content at any point, and there's going to be a role for them. There's going to be a spot for them. And it's kind of strange that one spec can provide all those special boons alone just by swapping one trait. Only Chrono can do this, I wonder why. It's interesting that it can. Like, it's sort of, I don't know, thematically makes sense, because Chronomancer is the manipulator of time, and quickness and alacrity are just manipulating different aspects of your time-based mechanics of Guild Wars 2, so it makes sense. It does make Chronomancer just the most flexible build in the entire game, because you have a Condi DPS build, a Boon DPS build, both Condi and Power, and every heal build you need. So yeah, it makes it just the best healer, and overall I think the best class in Guild Wars 2. But at least you have Mirage, which is also like a practical Alack build now. And yeah, Firebrand does need some more. It does need some more radius, I think, to actually make it usable. Well, make it more friendly and have more people play. Because Firebrand is fantastic. The Aegis and stability is just good. Navaro, thanks for the hydrate. Good looking out. Oh, we're at 66 gold. Nice. But cool, we are done. Let's check how we're doing for our map comp. I think we're on like 62% map comp now. So we've gone from 41% map completion all the way up to... all the way up to... what are we on? Oh, 62. Perfect. Called it. And yeah, it's not too bad to get used on. You do just need people to be like, you know, stacked up pretty tightly, which they should be anyway. So raw candy corn there. I might also quickly just go in here. That would be quite fun on Vindy as well. And I think Vindy, especially to make it be a really good healer, just throw 5 stacks of might on its dodge and then it kind of just fixes itself. Then it becomes much less cursed to play, and you don't just like lose all your boons if you mess up the opener.
That's all I needed.
No, nothing really worth getting. Back in the day, also needed people to stand in Chrono Wells. Yep, I remember that too. Someone standing outside your Chrono Wells? Well, no boons for you.
I like it.
Resources. Nice. It's good. Here I can actually get my volatile magic. Cool, and how are we doing for volatile magic now? And you heard people prefer Alack healers over quick healers because quick DPS supports stronger than Alack ones. Is that really true? A little bit of yes. Generally, quickness builds have historically been stronger than Alack builds, just in terms of the sheer number of boons that they can provide. Quickness Herald is also actually a huge culprit for this, because for the longest time in Guild Wars 2, Quickness Herald was just the quickness build that people would play, and quickness also feels really, really good to play in open world, whereas Alacrity just doesn't really feel that great to play in open world. So naturally you had a lot of people already playing quickness builds, or quick DPS build, which then of course facilitates you actually having an Alak healer. So then that sort of just sticks after a while. So then there's this huge set of inertia because, you know, people are already playing the Alak builds, which necessitates the quick builds, which then necessitates the Alak heal builds. It's a bit of a cycle there. And also the fact that Alak builds have historically been insanely powerful, yes, because heal builds in general are stacked in Guild Wars 2, but they have been that bit stronger than the quickness builds. That also reinforces as well. Druid, amazing. Chronomancer, which is of course a quick and a Alak heal build, but just treat it as an Alak build. Heal Scourge, hard carrying build. Basically those builds have really sort of reinforced the dichotomy of having Alak heal and quick DPS builds. That and Herald. You should change your crops, by the way. I definitely should. I also don't like farm this enough to make it like usually relevant, but yes, I should. There will be way more profitable things like things you've mentioned there. Okay, let's take a look and see who else is online today. Okay, we might send everyone out to Fireball Annie tonight. We'll make sure we rest up our voice so we can beat our cold. Beautiful. Thank you all so much, everyone, for hanging out with us this evening. It has been really, really fun going through and doing some map completion. Actually, I've had a really good time for it, and a cheeky Doom CM on NA as well. So hey, we're rocking that Voice in the Void title now, which is pretty sweet. Got the Doom headpiece, love to see it. But yeah, we've done about 21% map completion, which is really, really good. So yeah, a few more streams of map completion. We'll do some more map comp after we do our convergences this coming Wednesday. Instead of doing raids this Wednesday on NA, we're going to be doing the Janthia Convergent CM. So if anyone on NA wants to come along for those, make sure you do. We'll at least be getting silver in them so you can get all your relics and all that good stuff. Then yeah, we'll do some more map completion over the coming few weeks as well. We'll be finished with this by time for the World vs. World Rush. We'll do that, get our Gifts of Battle, then ban 2 legendaries, craft the legendaries, sell the legendaries, and we can basically craft our underwater sigil, so that's going to be a very good time. But for now, you'll take care. Go check out our YouTube channel as well. In the meantime, we've got lots of great guides over there. I'm going to leave you in the safe hands of Fireball Annie. But you will take care, team, and cheers. Welcome back, friends. Since its release, Blishhud has been the Guild Wars 2 add-on that I've come to rely on the most. I use it to speed up my map completion, control my mounts, find my items, and so much more. So today, we're going to walk you through exactly what Blishhud is, how to set it up, and some of the best features you can add to it to take you to the Guild Wars 2 promised land. First up, Blishhud is effectively just an overlay that you'll run alongside Guild Wars 2 and it will display things on top of the game. The best example of this will be the pathing module, which will display various paths and markers over your game that will update in real time. The more modules that you add to it, the more features that you can start to take advantage of. So let's dive on into the installation. First up, I am in no way affiliated with Blishhud. It's simply a very cool tool that I use. It does not alter your game's files in any way and just runs over the top of Guild Wars 2, and I've used it for several years. I get asked all the time on my streams how to set it up, so the time has come to share this with you, so you can use it however your heart desires. Simply download the latest version of Blishhud from the Blishhud website. I've included the link in the description below. Extract the zip file to whatever location you prefer. I have mine saved in my documents folder. Simply click the Blishhud executable and we're off to the races. Open up Guild Wars 2 and notice the cute little Blish icon in the top